live now? Yeah, okay, cool. All right. 1, 2, check, check, check. Good afternoon. Welcome to AAA Access All Areas. My name is DJLongers, and welcome to the show. Now, we're going to start off with a tribute. First and foremost, R.I.P. George Floyd. Big shout going out to all those supporting the movement. And a little bit later, we're going to do a minute's silence for all those who have been affected by police brutality and unfair death. So, oh, I thought you said we're live. Yeah? Okay, all right. So, like I said, we're going to do a minute's silence for all those who've been affected by police violence and, you know, oppression anywhere in the world. So first things first, let's, what Jamaicans would say, burn a fire upon all those who would oppress us. I'm giving you music for 30 minutes, I'm giving you music for 30 minutes. Then we're gonna get real serious and get into the conversation. Let's do this. Right about here, I'm here doing my two-step. Let's do this. Didn't my people before me slave for this country? Now you look at me with that scorn. Then you heat up all my corn. We're gonna chase those crazy. We're gonna chase them. Chase them crazy. Chase those crazy ballers out of town. Once again, big shouts going out to anybody supporting wherever you are from in the world. Let's go into love and peace. Shouts out to going there to anybody going to the protest today. Please be safe. We're spreading peace and love. Every little thing gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. 3 little birds, it's by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, saying, this is a message to you. Let's keep it rolling. Okay, that was a little bit of a mistake. Let's do this live. This is not pre-recorded. Like I said, this is live, not pre-recorded. I wanna love you and treat you right. I wanna love you. DJLongers. Every day and every night we'll be together with the roof right over our heads. We'll share the shelter of my single bed. We'll share the same room, yeah. Right about now, like I said, it's a tribute going out to George Floyd and anybody who's affected by police, death, or any form of oppression anywhere in the world. This love that I'm feeling. Like I said, if you're going to the protest today, make sure peace and love is in your heart. And make sure Jesus is walking with you. Let's do this.
Yeah. We at war.
We're hoping and praying anywhere in the world.
Racism.
No war, no fighting. All we want is peace and love. Let's do this.
God, show me the way because the devil's trying to break me down. You know what the Midwest is, young and restless. Might snatch your necklace. The next thief might jack your Lexus. Somebody tell these
who George Frex is.
I walk through the valley of the shadow where death is. Top floor, if you alone and leave you breathless. Try to catch it, kinda hard getting choked by the Texas. Yeah, now check the method. They be asking us questions, harass and arrest us. Saying we eat pieces of like you for breakfast, huh? Y'all eat pieces of what's the basis? We ain't going nowhere but got suits and cases. A trunk full of rental car from Avis. My mama used to say only Jesus could save us. Well, mama, I know I act the fool, but I'll be gone to November.
Like I said, be safe if you're going to the protest today. Make it a friendly process, please.
Show me the way because the devil's trying to break me down. The only thing that I pray is that my feet don't fail me now. And I don't think there's nothing I could do now to right my wrongs. I wanna talk.
Going out to everybody, be proud of who you are and where you're from.
The L, the O, the N, the G, the E, the R, the S, the O, the N, the G, the E, the R, the S.
DJLongers, man.
DJLongers.
Look, black is beautiful, black is excellent. Black is pain, black is joy, black is evident. It's working twice as hard as the people you know you're better than, cause you need to do double what they do so you can level them. Black is so much deeper than just African American. Our heritage been severed, you never got to experiment with family trees. Cause they teach you about famine and greed and show you pictures of our fam on their knees. Tell us we used to be barbaric, we had actual queens. Black is watching child soldiers getting killed by other children, feeling sick like, oh, this could have happened to me. Your mummy watching, telling stories about your dad and your niece. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. The king dies, the blacker the killer, the sweeter the news. And if he's white, give him a chance, he's ill and confused. If he's black, he's probably armed, you see him and shoot. Look.
Like I said, this is all about peace and love. Shouts out to all those following the movement.
Somebody should have told me it would be like this. Be like this.
We never knew, man.
Somebody should have told me it would be like this.
We thought this was over from years ago, slavery days.
Life is a balance. You lose your grip, you can slip into an abyss. No doubt, you see these tripping. Ego in charge of every move, he's a star. And we can't look away due to the days that he taught our hearts. He's falling apart, but we deny it. Justifying a half. He drop, we always buy it. When he tell us he a genius, but it's clearer lately. It's been hard for him to look into the mirror lately. There was a time when this was my hero, maybe. That's the reason why his fall from grace is hard to take. Cause I believed him when he said it was pure, ain't he? The type of swear he real, but all around us fake. The women, the riders, you know the yes men. Nobody with the to say something to contest them. So he grows out of control until the person that he truly was all along is starting to show. Damn, wonder what happened. Maybe it's my fault for idolizing based off the words they be rapping. When come to find out, these don't even write. They hear some new style bubbling up, then they bite. Damn, that's what I get for lying to myself. What's more important is he's crying out for help. While the world's egging him on, I'm begging him to stop it. Playing his old.
Let's play it to an early comment from back in the day. Let's do this.
The L, the O, the N, the G, the E, the R, the S.
We go, here we go again. Trayvon will never get to be an older man. Black children, they childhood stole from them, robbed of our nation.
This one's called Black America.
Stole again. Who stole the soul from black folk? Same man that stole the lamp for cheap black smoke and made the whip crackle on our back slow. Made us go through the back door and raffle black bodies on the slave blocks. Now we slave to the blocks, on them we spray shots. Leaving our own to lay in a box. Black mother's stomach stay in a knot. We kill each other, it's part of the plot. I wish the hating would stop. War and a battle with us. I know that black lives matter and they matter to us. These are the things we gotta discuss.
Black lives matter, that's right.
Mass incarceration.
Yes, we all know all lives matter.
Convict the kids. As dirty as the water it flint the system is. Is it a felony or a misdemeanor? Maria Sharapova making more than.
I remember as a kid I was told that America's the land of the free. Let's get free again.
I think they don't truly
Joey Badass.
because they don't.
Once again, like I said, proud of who you are and proud of where you're from. Let's do this.
Can't change the world unless we change ourselves. Die from the sicknesses if we don't seek the help. All eyes be my witness when I speak with felt. Full house on my hands, the cards I was dealt. 3 Ks, 2 A's in America. I'm just a black space born out the nebula. And everything I do will say today that's worthwhile. Will for sure inspire action in your first child. I begin my first now. Sometimes I speak and I feel like it ain't my words. Like I'm just a vessel channeling inside this universe. I feel my ancestors invested inside of me. It's like they want me to shoot my chance and change the society. But how do I go about it? Tell me where I start. My destiny rerouted when I chose to follow heart. You chose to follow suit, but tell me what it do for you. Except where you down, now you trapped inside the cubicle they built for us. The first step in the change is to take notice. Realize the real gains that they tried to show us. 300 plus years of them cold shoulders. Your 300 million of it still got no focus. Sorry, America, but I will not be your soldier. Obama just wasn't enough, I need some more closure. And Donald Trump is not equipped to take this.
Just join in, this is a tribute. Let's do this, let's go.
Story told to the children of Africa.
Taking it to Jamaica. This is Chronics and Sam for the Great. Let's go.
I come from the root, beginning of time, from the birth, from the first. If you wanna hear the truth, my motherland, you carried all life in your hand. On the other hand, we tryna kill you. Remember in my youth, they told me my skin was a curse from the earth, and they took me for a fool. But under my review, I'm melanin, still run the earth.
No matter how much they try to push you back, be proud of where you're from.
About you, black skin, black kin, black God. Black love, black kids, black heart. Black and then and then black start. If you're tired of hearing black heels, another black part. They try to wipe away all my black thoughts and cover up on my black past. Blow the nose of the pharaoh just cause they don't wanna let me see up on the glory of God. They never told us that black is beautiful. They never told us black is beautiful. They never told us that black is beautiful. They never
R.I.P. and dedication going out to Nipsey Hussle.
This is dedication. This is anti-hesitation. This is a real celebration. This is a Don Black declaration. 59th and 5th Ave Granny House with vanilla wafers. This the remedy to separation. Tupac of my generation. Blue pill in the f***ing matrix. Red rose in the great pavement. Young black trapped and he can't change it. Know he a genius, he just can't claim it. Cause they left him no platforms to explain it. He frustrated, so
right now, performing live, Tileyard Studios. And trust me, we are definitely social distancing. If you see how this place is set up real nice, you'll know.
Real reparations. Oh, I run up in your bank just for recreation. Dedication, hard work, plus patience. To someone.
Send a big shout out to Tileyard Impact.
I'm done waiting, told you that I wasn't playing. Now you hear what I've been saying. Dedication. Dedication. Look. Clap.
First things first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil.
Going out to all our big role models everywhere in the world.
Father that I ever knew.
It's always good to have people looking up to you. Let's do this, let's go, let's go, let's go.
I made way back in the veil. Fulfilled. Listen, even back when we was broke, my team ill. Martin Luther King would have been on Dreamville. Talk to him. One time for my LA sisters. One time for my LA. Lanes you can't tell the difference. One time for a who knows. Don't save her. She don't wanna be saved. Don't save her. She don't wanna be saved. Don't save her. She don't wanna be saved.
J. Cole, this one's called No Role Models.
Be saved. No role models, and I'm here right now. No role models to speak of. Searching through my memory, I couldn't find one. Last night I was getting my feet rubbed by the baddest. Not Trina, but I swear to God, it's make you call your girl up and tell her, hey, what's good? Sorry, I'm never coming home, I'ma stay for good. Then hang the phone up and proceed to later wood. I came fast like 911 in white neighborhoods. Ain't got no shame about it. She think I'm spoiled and I'm rich cause I can have any. Got defensive and said, nah, I was.
Once again, if you just locked in, my name is DJLongers.
Better me.
representing for AAA.
Before I started calling bitches so
Access all areas, and this is the place where you need to go if you want to get all the information for music. Any type of music, any type of platform, this is where you need to be at. Now, if you've just tuned in, we're doing a tribute going out to all those who have suffered oppression via the police anywhere in the world. Big shouts going out to George Floyd, R.I.P. Let's do this. Now, this one came into my inbox this morning, well, say late last night. And I had to send him a message to say this timing was great. Nathaniel the Great, this one's called Never Been Black. Let's do this.
Cops gun down another black team.
The L, the O, the N, the G, the E, the R, the S.
DJLongers. Wake up a community. Pardon me. It's the president, if only you could pardon me. Less news press, more apologies. Bloodshed like we struck an artery. I can't lie, I've seen a lot of things. So if I cry today, I try to hide the pain. Sleepless, I'm wide awake. So every night I pray. Lord knows we're tired. Strung out youth won't stay clean. Can't lean on our brother cause he don't lean. Just a baby, had a baby, she was 14. Mom's welfare line, pops don't feed. Melanin's the only description they need to make you another public enemy.
Once again, big up Nathaniel the Great. This is wicked, man.
The only thing that's free. I can't lie, I've seen a lot of things. So if I cry today, I try to hide the pain. Sleepless, I'm wide awake. So every night I pray. Lord knows we're tired.
Nowadays it's a struggle to stay alive. Eric Garner was struggling till he died. Sandra Bland, they called it suicide.
Let's play a very early days song in there today. Let's go.
DJLongers. Look, I bet the boys think I'm panicking. Itching to see how I handle it when snakes start rattling. Calm, I can show you about harm. Put blades into palms, half the length of my arm. I end up in a station and I'm staring into space like a mannequin in Clark's. I ain't panicking, I ain't had a random change of heart. Cash points and cannabis, you cocaine snort if you think I got caught. I'm kicking like a stallion, I lived in the yard. My money tried hard for all the things that I wanted, but my money was inadequate. Probably be killed by my cousins back in Africa if they knew I risked my free water, hot food and resources every day to dress nicer on a camera. I don't need your input. We offering your manager, off him and his lame job. It's been 2 years, you're sitting in the same spot, chilling in the same blocks. Me and you are different. You talk about beef while I plan your route home, brother. Run up in your safe spot and leave the place taped off. It's deeper than a name drop. Real problems don't need discussions. I fear God and not repercussions. Look, I'm only angry at the choices that I didn't make. I don't regret what I did, but what I didn't say. And for this money, I'm on a different wave. That's why I ain't...
Let's play a classic.
Yet our best trained, best...
For us to get where we want, we have to fight for it.
equipped, best prepared troops...
Those who are not fighting for it, well, no change will happen.
In fact, it's safe to say that they would rather switch.
DJLongers, access all areas, AAA. Let's do this.
The L, the O, the N, the G, the E, the R, the S.
Let's all stand together, wherever we're from.
1989, the number, another summer. Sound of the funky drummer. Music hitting your heart, cause I know you got soul. Hey, listen if you're missing, y'all. Swinging while I'm singing. Hey, giving what you're getting. Knowing what I know in. While the black band's sweating. In the rhythm I'm rolling. Gotta give us what we want. Gotta give us what we need. Hey, our freedom of speech is freedom of death. We got to fight the powers that be. Fight the power.
Let's fight it, let's fight it.
Fight the power.
Some people are out saying, they're saying, what's the point? What's the point? There's definitely a point, because if we don't do anything about it at all, then nothing will be done.
Fight the power. We got to fight the power that...
DJLongers.
I got a bone to pick.
The L, the O, the N, the G, the E, the R, the S.
Monkey mouth, cause sitting in my throne again.
The L, the O, the N, the G, the E, the R, the S.
I'm mad, but I ain't stressing. True friends, the game, got the whole world talking. King Kutte, everybody wanna cut the legs off 'em. When you got the yams, what's the yams? The yam is the power that be. You can smell it when I'm walking down the street.
Oh yes we can, oh yes we can.
I can dig rapping, but a rapper with a ghost rider. What the f happened?
Oh no.
I swore I wouldn't tell. But most of y'all sharing bars like you got the bottle bunk in a two-man sale.
A two-man sale.
Something's in the water.
Something's in the water.
And if I got a brown nose for some gold, then I'd rather be a bum than a mother. All's my life I has to fight. All's my life hard times like, yeah.
Fighting two things at the same time.
Yeah.
COVID-19 and racism. It ain't fair, is it? It ain't fair, is it?
Got us, then we gon' be alright.
We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright.
And when I wake up, I recognize you looking at me for the pay cut. Bahamas, I be looking at you from the face down. One Mac 11, even boom with the bass down. Scheming, and let me tell you about my life. Painkillers only put me in the twilight. We're pretty Benjamin is the highlight. I tell my mama I love her, but this what I like. Lord knows, 20 of them in my Chevy. Tell them all to come and get me, reaping everything I sow. So my karma come in heaven, no preliminary hearings on my record. I'm a gangster in silence for the record. Tell the world I know it's too late. Boys and girls, I think I've gone great. Trying to side my face, it's all day. Won't you please believe when I say, when you know we've been hurt, been down before.
Yep.
Pride was low, looking at the world like, where do we go?
Now the one thing we have to look at and be optimistic about is hope.
I'm at the preacher's door. My knees
Let's be hope with confidence. We gon' be alright. Remember, we've got some acts to come on today, and we also got our talk where you're going to be able to come in and ask some questions. I'm going to give you some rules in just a little while, but we still got some more music to play. Let's do this. An old Kano song. This is one of my favorites. It's a tribute, but it's all about peace and love. Welcome. AAA Access All Areas. Your one-stop shop to get all your music information. That's right.
Hey, yo, I love to make love. I love it when you wear the things that I like. Then it slam down your fires, everything seems alright. I love it when you put your back on my front and my teams come alive. I got a thing for them eyes, them pretty brown eyes. And them city guys look back when they see us walk by. When I see you smile, it's not that, cause me and you are tight. And it's been a while since we reacted and acted wild. But I love the fact that you trust me too. No other girls done it, so it must be you. Boys will be boys, and yeah, I get blusky too. But I try my best to think of you. I love the fact that you tell me anything and everything I need to know. If your girlfriends, boyfriends, boys have got dough, when your best friend's telling you, fuck that K-No. I'm telling you, she's bad-minded, jealous, so tell her for you. I won't get violent, but I know what time. I love it when you go silent, when you know I'm right. See the position I'm in, people too, don't listen. They see you and wanna be in your position. And every boy's wishing it can be them and you. So I depend on you to keep them wishing. Listen to me, I like you. Ain't nobody above, just me beside you, see? But I don't wanna fall in love. No, I don't wanna fall in love. But your brown eyes, they got me hypnotized. Maybe we can give it a try. But I don't wanna fall in love. Nah, I don't wanna fall in love. I don't wanna fall in love. But your brown eyes, they got me hypnotized. Maybe we can give it a try. But I don't wanna fall in love.
Yeah.
This is a message from the mother.
Let's go, girl.
The L, the O, the N, the G, the E, the R, the S.
DJLongers.
And I do too.
You are superstar.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's a pretty day, let's go outside and enjoy it. If you got something else in mind, then I'm all for it. I will take the chance, I will take it.
Changing up the selection before I bring in our first act.
Go there.
Hey!
Love isn't something that you earned, it's deserve it. Love is something I can give, 'cause I
out to the Tileyard Impact team. Shout out to the USM Media team. Let's go.
I can see you, baby. What you wanna do? Yeah, you're my superstar. I can see you. What you wanna do?
Don't know if you got a girl. Don't mean no disrespect, but thoughts of you rule my world. I even dream of you, I swear. Visions of you and I. DJLongers. See you all around my way. Been meaning to say hi, but I'm just way too shy. I gotta make you see this is more than just a silly cry.
Shout out to my ladies who love this tune.
Wonder if you even notice me. You gotta feel me. Would love you, girl. Just wanna be your girl.
Just to let you know, we've got 5 minutes until our first act comes on the stage. Got a few classes before our first act comes on. DJLongers in the building. Have to be very, very careful before we get flagged up. That's something I definitely don't want. DJLongers, I would say you're, see, I forgot what I was talking about now. DJLongers, your co-host / DJ at AAA Access All Areas. Let's keep this rolling. Going out to all those remembers Usher's first tune, first hit single. Shout out to anybody who's thinking of somebody, no matter what the circumstances.
All the time I think of you, holding on to someone new. Don't make me lose my mind. Seems like I've been here before. Baby, I can't take no more of you trying to play me out. Baby, I feel so strange thinking about you after all the wrong you've done to me. I can't go on feeling like I do, 'cause my heart loves you. I'm so confused. All the time I think of you. Oh, someone new. Yeah. Don't make me lose my mind. No. Seems like I've been here before. Baby, I can't take
Gonna play one more before we bring on our first act. R.I.P. Aaliyah.
Let me see you come in. Now let me see you go back. Let me see you come in. Let me see you go back. Let me see you come in. Let me see you go back. Let me see you come in. Yeah.
It's Saturday.
And I'm ready to sing. Pick up my girls and hit the L, the O, the N, the G, the E, the R, the S. Oh, it's alright. So
1, 2, check, 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 microphone, check, 1, 2. Once again, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is AAA Access All Areas. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so I want to welcome you again. We're going to welcome our first act onto the stage. And I know you can't see us. Well, you can see us, but we can't see you. And this is not live. But I still want you to act like this is live and welcome them on stage like you was inside the studio with us. Yeah? So please, can we have a round of applause for the one and only Tizi?
Hello, hello. My name is Tizi. You can find me on all social media on Tizi Music. And yeah, the first song is called I Can See Clearly. Here we go. This is for him.
When I'm alone and in the dark, the comfort of you keeps my fears. You see the sun before anyone, the man I wish you knew. I still recall most of it all. We were so young way back then. We used to laugh at the jokes you made. The man I wish you knew. You were the wisest guy, making us laugh and cry. I know the sun found you. The man I wish you knew. I'm still afraid of those darker days. Our memories lay in the shade. But all along, you were so strong. The man I wish you knew. You were the wisest guy, making us laugh and cry. I know the sun found you. The man I wish you knew. I wanna thank you for the wind on my back. Wind on my back. When the rain kisses my skin, I want rain at my parade. At my parade. With your halo, you play fetch with your pet T-Rex. Yeah. You were the wisest guy, making us laugh and cry. I know the sun found you. The sun found you, yeah. Thank you. This one was The Man I Wish You Knew, and you can find it on all streaming platforms. So this was my first single called Lost Myself. I released this a year ago. So for everyone at home, I need you to snip. Is this called snip or snap? So yeah, everyone at home, please snap, snip, clap. Another wasted morning. Why am I sleeping? sleeping in your bed. I was doing fine without you. I lost myself in the moment. I lost you in the room. Lost without a warning. I lost myself in you. I lost myself in the moment. I lost you in the room. Lost without a warning. I lost myself in you. You see, I don't wanna miss you like the other girls do. They keep creeping around the corner while I still lay with you, stuck in this blue room where I fell for you. Why do I keep finding myself back here? Yeah, it's like living in a circus, trying to entertain, but all I can think of is the pain. Going around in circles, the elephant in the room is bigger than the moon. I lost myself in the moment. I lost you in the room. Lost without a warning. I lost myself in you. I lost myself in the moment. I lost you in the room. Lost without a warning. I lost myself in you. We're going round in circles. We're going round in circles. Yeah, yeah. I lost myself. I lost myself in you. Going round in circles. We're going, we're going, we're going. Yeah. I lost myself in you. Yeah. I lost myself in the moment. I lost you in the room. Lost without a warning. I lost myself in you. I lost myself in the moment. I lost you in the room. Lost without a warning. I lost myself in you. In the moment, I lost you in the room. Lost without a warning. I lost myself in you.
One more time and a round of
Thank
applause
you.
for Tizi, please.
Thank you so much.
All right, just want to ask you quickly a couple of questions before we go onto the panelists. First things first, RIP to your brother.
Thank you.
You know, sorry to hear about that. Where you from, Tizi? Like, represent your area, big up your area.
Oh yeah, I'm from Switzerland, Zurich.
Okay.
So yeah, I've been living in London for 3 years now. Yeah, and
Big up Switzerland, Zurich, and also, where can we find your music? Where can we find you, your socials, everything, okay?
So on my social medias, you can find me on Tizi Music, Tizi Music with a double C at the end. On Instagram, Facebook, and all other streaming platforms, you can find me on Tizi, Tizi. That's my artist name.
So, Tizi Music, can you do that one again?
Tizi Music, Tizi Music with a double C at the end.
Okay, all right. So once again, one more round of applause going out to Tizi, please.
Thank you.
All right, now this is our biggest AAA ever. We've got panelists coming from all over the world. Well, they're not in the country, they're in the comfort of their own home. And like I said, we are social distancing. As you can see, I ain't on the stage. Yeah, we're doing this nice and proper. So first of all, I want to introduce our host. Yeah, the guy who wants to be the man. Oh, sorry, he wants to be that guy. Are you that guy? Do you want to really be that guy? One more big shout out and a round of applause going out to our host, Ras Kwame.
Yay! Big up Ras Kwame in the area every time. And shout out to DJLongers for representing. As always, our resident DJ turning it up and up and up. Big up yourself, Longers, enough respect. And a massive shout goes out to Georg'Estelle as well. Amazing performance. What a lovely voice. Thank you for your energy today. So, my name's Ras Kwame, as the big man did say. Welcome to AAA Access All Areas, your #1 spot for your information and guidance on the music industry. And today we've got another juicy topic, guys. How will the live music sector survive the COVID-19 crisis? We have panelists who are very well qualified to speak. So let me just go through and introduce them one by one, starting from Hanif, who joins us, representing for the he's CEO of TCO Group. Hanif, welcome to the panel. How you doing, Famalam? Everything good?
Good afternoon.
So, tell us a little bit about who you are, how you connect to this subject, and generally about yourself in a very brief one, please.
So I'm a promoter who company's called TCO. I'm one of the co-directors, and we're a live music promotion company. We do a lot of American kind of heritage acts, R&B, hip-hop artists, everything from Joe, Tony Braxton, Boys to Men, etc. So we're in that live music space, and so obviously we are not able to have a business at the moment because we cannot put on live shows. So, yeah.
Right. So that's the side of Hanif coming from, I don't want to say victim side, but yeah, we are amongst the sufferers. Let me introduce Dave Major as well, who's with us, and he's coming to us actually from the US right now. Wagwan D, you cool?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everything's good. Thank God, man. You know?
Bless up and thank you for your time and your company. So tell us a little bit
for having me
and how you connect to this subject.
Well, I've been touring since '98. Toured with Guru. Opened up for Joan Osborne. Been touring for 20 years with Alicia Keys. I'm production manager for HER for her at the moment. And yeah, I've been doing live music for over 20 years now.
Okay.
Live performances. So
live performances.
We've been affected.
You've been affected.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find you amongst the victims as well. We are all fellow sufferers. And also from the US of A, we have Kelsh Woodward, who's on board. She works with SoFi Stadium and Hollywood Park. I do believe she's in Houston at the moment. Wagwan Kelsh.
Hi, how are you guys doing? Happy to be here. Yep, I'm from Houston, but I live out in LA now, work for SoFi Stadium in Hollywood Park in LA, where the Rams and the Chargers football teams are gonna play, American football. And pretty much have like a marketing, music industry background, worked at Warner Records, Def Jam Recordings, and iHeartMedia. So happy to be with you guys today.
Okay, bless up and thank you for your company. We also have a regular panelist with us, a man who knows everything about the live side of things. Dev joins us, representing for Radio 1 and the BBC live side of things, I guess. Dev, welcome back, sir. If you could reconnect and tell us how you connect to this subject matter, would be amazing, please.
Thanks, Raz. Yeah, I work in the live music team at the BBC across all the radio stations. That includes Radio 1, One Extra Asian Network, and radios 2, 4, 6 Music, all the rest of them. Before that, I was running a radio station called Westside, which is a community station. And before that, I worked at Warner Atlantic Records. So, yeah, things a bit quiet for us at the moment as well.
Bit quiet for you as well. So we've got a whole bag of victims. I think I'm about to intro another one. A man who's active in the music promotion game and has his own brand. It's all about hip-hop LDN. And under that comes a whole bunch of branches. Ollie Twist is on the panel. Wagwan, Ollie.
Hello, Ras. How we doing?
Yeah, man. Everything blessed.
Good.
Liking the look in the office, liking the record collection there. Just see some... I can all see some Nas and LL Cool J in the corners right now, man. You're winning.
Okay, what we got here? What's this? Full clip, Gangstar promo. Boom, easy.
Hey, man with good taste in music, no doubt. So tell us how you connect to the subject matter and what you're all about.
Well, principally, I'm from the music industry. I left LA about 6 years ago. I was working with Darkchild, Diddy, everyone, top line and producing. And I came back to the UK because I didn't hear any hip hop really in the clubs. It'd been taken out, as you know, Ras. So we created something called Hip Hop Brunch, and it was headache. We put it on, everyone loved it, and from that moment on, 6 years ahead, we're the most consistent day party in the world, and we've brought 150 million injection to the UK economy every year. So that's what we've done. By doing by Premier League hip hop brunch, garage brunch, bashment brunch. You know, the brunch series, the conception of what you see is our vehicle at this moment. We've been active during this period as well, because we can't not be active. You can't trust what anyone says. So we've done over 300 hours of broadcasting. The team have excelled themselves. We kept 10 people on. And now people are asking us to do their production at different venues. So, you know, different revenue streams coming from other places because we invested in that. We invested in a lot of stuff. We're currently the directors and producers like Drake and Future to do something very special. I think it's just about communication, and everyone kind of like, whatever anyone can do is easy. Like, it's like a domino effect. If someone needs something, you give it to them and and it's just, life ain't that hard if you do it like that.
Okay, so you're a victim who's kind of like turned it around and you're kind of winning with what you're doing right now. That's amazing. You can tell us more about that. But if I can, that's everyone introduced, right? That's who we've got: Dave, Kel, Shanive, Dev, Ollie. Yep, that's us. So I guess, and a good opening question from my point of view would be, will the music sector survive this at all? I guess the basis of live music is gatherings in numbers, which we can't do at the moment. So yeah, will the music sector survive this? How's everyone feeling about it right now? If I can start from you, Hanif, give us your insight into it briefly, please.
Well, with live music, it's going to be dictated by the government, unfortunately. It's slightly different to clubs and whatever. I think venues are not going to take the risk of opening. We're in contact with the venues that we work with all the time. One of the venues this week sent us a 5-point condition of them opening, and they're putting it on themselves, and the conditions are so tough. I can't see them opening until we are well out of the woods with this disease. So it's really tough, and you know, some people are trying to go online and do stuff online. And we were speaking earlier, I can't see it working online. I don't see how it works online. Live performance, it's really difficult. And with our industry, so much of it is about the socializing aspect. You know, whether it be watching your favorite artist in a packed room, whether it's 100 people, 200 people, you know, the vibe that 10,000 people, you don't want, if you're in an empty space listening to an artist, it's not the same. And obviously clubbing is even more dependent on that socializing factor. People go out to drink, to socialize with people, and it can't be replicated. I don't think it can be replicated sufficiently well online. So yeah, it's difficult. It's really difficult. Right, but so I do believe there's a way out of it. There will be a way out of it. I don't know what the answer is yet, but yeah.
Right. So given that the live music space relies on income to even exist, and none of that's happening at the moment, coming back to the question, with an elongated period of no income, will the live arena survive this? If this goes on for, say, the next 12 months?
Yeah, it's going to be the survival of the fittest. The people who are able to survive will survive, and will hopefully, I'd like to think, will come out of it stronger than they were before. It'll probably, there's already been casualties, you know, venues, etc., which are being forced to shut down. As Ollie said, if you can diversify and do something different and adapt to the situation, but I don't know how someone like a Live Nation adapts to that situation. They are geared to doing live music.
Okay, so let me take the same question to someone who just mentioned about them surviving, which is Ollie. You have a new model that tells you that you're going to survive through this crisis, right? In terms of the live music aspect.
I mean, you just got to get to the bottom of your dollar or your pound, and then you better do something, or you're out. And I'm never going to be out, so I don't know. There's a way, and there's a solution, and there's probably a better way forward anyway. I think, you know, the world needed a cleanse anyway, so it is what it is.
So you kind of sound like you're happy for this opportunity. Are you happy with this?
Happy. We've lost a load of money, and, you know, like, even though I'm keeping 10 on, there's another 30 that ain't working, and, you know, it's not easy. You know, if they take a cut, I take a cut. But I think it's good for the soul, this whole thing, for sure, 100%. You know, people are listening, people are doing. So that's great. But aside from that, business-wise is what we're talking about. Yeah, all the venues are very nervous. You know, I got the keys to most of them, and they're nervous. They're like, yeah, but you know, be careful. They're even nervous for people coming in and stuff, even though they can do stuff, you know. You know, Hanif could easily do a concert. I could give him like, you know, a 3,000 square foot stage now, free of charge. You can get free massive names. You can get gigs to Neo, someone else, bang. You've got 2,000 people paying £10, donate half to something good. Boom, that's a model, right?
It is a model, but obviously you're earning a certain amount and whatever, and it's having to change.
Okay.
It's having to accept that you've gone from here to maybe somewhere, you know, well, a lot lower. And if that's feasible. And the other thing is...
If I can just jump in there, before we get to the problem solving of you guys who are playing with your own money, let's hear from people who are playing with other people's money, if you like, in a sense, to keep live events going and will probably have deeper pockets to find a solution, like Dev from Radio 1. How are you working with this?
What we're kind of doing right now is really just concentrate on working with what we have. We've got radio, we can do things on air. We've got an app called the BBC Sounds app where we can do certain different things there. And we're just looking at the virtual ideas of virtual festivals. You know, normally festivals are such a massive thing for us throughout summer. So it's all about how can we create a connection with the listeners? How can we impact them? How can we entertain, really, and do it virtually? So, you know, whether that's using YouTube and working with them or whether it's doing things on live streams. We've been using IG Live. People like Target's been using it a lot, different presenters, just to connect with listeners. And the virtual festival thing is something that's getting explored a lot. Just a few weeks ago with Radio 1's Big Weekend, we had something on the TV with iPlayer where we had some old performances from previous years, and we also had new performances which artists had filmed like in their kitchens or in their studios or wherever, and they were available to watch on the TV via iPlayer. They were also happening on the radio all the time, and I think we did quite well in creating a bit of a buzz about it and just having like an occasion really going on air, because that's the closest that we can get to people at the moment, unfortunately. Right. Okay. So yeah, that's really what we're concentrating on at the moment for the time being, the whole virtual side of it. And I think VR could have a side to play in that at some point as well.
Right. So it sounds like some people are paving the way for a new future in order to survive. Kels, if I can bring you in now, tell us about the American perspective. Obviously a massive market for the whole live thing, full stop. Is that system going to survive post this COVID-19 period, in your opinion?
Well, I definitely think that the live entertainment industry, it has to survive. It's just, it may reemerge a little differently. I think maybe we'll go more towards more intimate shows, more exclusive shows, and then work our way out from smaller to bigger. But pretty much here in the US, similar to you guys, we're at the hands of the government too, and whatever policies that they implement and how they plan on allowing us to get back to work, basically.
Okay. And Dave, if you're with us, can you give us your perspective from where you are in the States as well? How do you see this happening? Is Alicia Keys going to be hitting the road anytime soon for the bread to come in, or is this all going to really have to change?
Well, there's definitely going to be a change. You know, everybody's talking about smaller venues, you know, no stadiums, no arenas. You know, I just received a 30-page guideline of how they're planning to reopen and what they're gonna do, and you know, most of it is disinfecting, cleaning, and you know, being mindful yourself of, hey, if I'm sick, I'm gonna stay home. You know, okay. And as far as festivals, yeah, I'm actually doing 2 virtual festivals on Monday. Doing the Roots Festival and doing We Day Festival with her. And, you know, it's not the same. We're doing 2 songs, you know, each festival. You know, when you go there, you want to see the artists, you know, do a nice set. And it's,
two songs, as in 1, 2?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, okay. Per festival. So it's kind of, you know, a big change. And so that's why I don't see the virtual thing, you know, being a dominant part in the
experience.
Moving forward with everybody wants to go out and catch these shows live because it's a different vibe, and just watching a couple songs on a festival, it's not the same.
Hanif, sounds like Dave's agreeing with you. Like, people are trying the virtual thing, but not really too excited about it. That was kind of like your position.
Yeah, how can you be? I mean, that's the saving grace for us. You know what? Because I think I was speaking earlier with what started off with what Versus was doing, and then kind of Keith Sweat has been doing some shows every Friday. He's been doing live concerts for free online, but it's just not the same vibe. People want that experience, and even the artist wants to be in front of an audience. He doesn't really get the same vibe just being in a room on his own or with his band and trying to perform to, even if it's 1 million people that you're on Insta Live with, it's just not the same. So that's the saving grace for us, that people want that live experience. As much as, all of us have got memories of I saw Common or Jill Scott at Jazz Cafe. Those kind of experiences I'm not going to get by just watching it on Insta Live or whatever. So that is a saving grace. We just got to find that. We're going to find a way. There's always going to be a way, because that's how this business works. That's how human nature is, right? We're going to find a way, whether it be people being tested. You know what? There's so many ways you're going to have to look at this. You know what? If it gets to that stage, will people have to walk around with a pass that proves that they're not carrying any disease or something? I don't know. I'm just saying off the top of my head. Right. We've been in foreign countries where they're taking people's temperatures, they walk into a venue, blah, blah, blah. But then we've also seen in certain countries where there's been another spike because someone's gone into a venue and they've opened up and they've spread the disease again. So it's a complicated one, but I just feel like because of the nature of our business, because it's a physical experience that people want, it's going to have to come back. We will come back.
Okay, in a yes or no answer,
mm-hmm.
Is the promoter going to disappear from this equation?
No.
Is it possible?
No. Maybe from live, yeah? But from club live, no, never.
Same question to Ollie. Is the promoter going to disappear out of this equation because everything's virtual and the artist can go direct?
I think everyone should be able to do what they want. But I create a lifestyle. So lifestyle's always going to win, man. So books can be written. People will read books now. Everyone put out books for Christmas. Trust me, they'll sell. There's other ways. And maybe it's a better for society to get more into actually reading a book.
Right. It's interesting. We have two promoters here, and you both have kind of like differing takes on it. Ollie, you seem quite positive even to your stance and your body language. Hanif, have to say, it does feel a little bit defeatist, like the actual raw promoter on road is not going to be able to figure this out anytime soon.
It depends on what your audience is.
Right.
It depends on your audience. One of my clubbing businesses is Studentland. Studentland is not going nowhere. Students are ready to come out. So as long as we can get around the issues, the health and safety issues, we will be back. It's just we're going to just have to find solutions. I don't think I'm being defeatist at all. In fact, do you know what? We've been, since the beginning of this lockdown, we've been in constant contact with our business partners, whoever they, whether they be venues, agents, whatever. And there is, looking at Dev at the moment, one of my partners is One Xtra. We have a brand, we have a clubbing business joint venture. And, we just spoke 2 weeks ago. They were discussing the whole virtual landscape of virtual events that they did and how successful one big weekend is and was. But we all know that we need to get back into that space safely, and we have that intention to do that. So no, not at all. I'm surprised you think I'm defeatist. I'm just practical. I'm just look, I'm not going to go out and risk other people's lives. And we're in a fortunate situation. I can sit tight for 12 months.
Yeah. And you know what it is, Hanif? I forget you're a real proper hard-nosed, proper promoter. So I'll change that word from defeatist to realist. Because that's what real promoter stuff.
I'm practical. Because you know what? One of the venues sent this 5-point thing to me this week, right? And one of the points was, if there's any social distancing, they're not going to open. If there's any chance that they would open for, say, a 3-month period and then lockdown will come back again, they're not going to reopen. So people are being practical. People are being practical. We just have to be honest. Like, do you know what I mean? We were speaking earlier, it may go underground. Clubbing will probably go underground. It already has, right? People are already doing shubs parties, right?
Naturally.
So we're not going nowhere. That's my point. Promoters are going to be here.
And find another way. That's a good one. So we kind of like got two sides to this story, because we got like the business side, of which there's a lot of us here, but there's also the artist side. How the artist is supposed to react with this and whether they're going to survive or not. So Kelsh, if I can ask you from like the artist perspective, what do you think they're going to be doing? And do you see them finding it very easy to find this new business model of doing it virally or however they're going to do it? How are they going to make that paper? Are they going to survive this?
Well, I think they will. I think like I said, like I think that we'll see artists getting more intimate with their fans. Personally, I think that before festivals come back, you'll see artists doing shows where it's like a headline act now. I mean, of course, like we've had those before and they never stopped, but I think it'll be more of those, considering that we can't have the massive festivals anymore, at least not live. I know we can do them virtually, but as far as physical, I just think that it'll be more intimate shows and artists will just have to connect with their fans more directly now.
Right. So Dev, what Kelsh was saying sounds all great for the name brand artists. You've got the following and this, that, and that. And if you can turn it on and get people around you, amazing. But what about the artists who rely on the live music scene to just get themselves out there in the first place? What's the scenario looking like for them?
I think they got to think outside the box now and just harness the power of the internet. Everything is there for you, and you've got to get in touch with your fans and get in touch with the people who follow you in like a different way. So you need to be doing loads of content for your social media, step your social media game up, think outside the box. So if you're making tracks in the studio, we want to be seeing things like film your writing sessions, film your jamming sessions, film your beat making sessions, and start putting things like that up. That's one way that people can get close to you. It's all about really just like engaging and take down that kind of barrier that you may have had or you might have before, because now everyone needs to be in your living room seeing exactly what you're doing. So that music that you've got now, you want to be doing videos for it, but you can't be filming music videos like the same way that you used to. So you just got to think differently and think about a more creative stance. I think it's more of a challenge, but it's also, it opens up a lot more avenues to you, because it isn't just, right, I'm going to go do a live show and then some agent's going to see me or some manager's going to see me and then my career is going to carry on from there. Now you've got to think completely differently, and you've got to really engage people's brains and like get their hearts involved as well. So just do different things. There's so many different platforms. You can get on IG Live, you can do things on there, you can get on Twitch, you can get on YouTube, all the different live streaming platforms. And you can open up, you can do little competitions. There's so many different ways that you can get people into your music right now.
Right.
So just take advantage of the technology and the internet and just go for it.
I'm going to ask the same question of Dave in 1 second. But first of all, I want to ask Ollie. Ollie, how important are artists in the mix of your new future in terms of what you're doing? Are you even like interested in like newer talent, or are you just looking at the money makers, the key talent? How are you seeing the artists in the mix of this?
What do you say, artists? You mean performance artists or DJs and MCs as well?
Performers, just performance artists.
With performance, no, yeah. So even in that, I've been working on that. I've got the last track on Swiss's new album. Like, you know, in this period, managed to come back and do some more music. You know, been working with some of the 8-Way Mafia boys. You know what I mean? We're in the mix, man. Like, you know, one thing for certain, no one's going to stop buying music. In fact, people are going to start listening to albums inside out. Because it's
but are you going to be employing more talent? Are you looking for more talent? Is talent a part of this mix?
Brooke, always.
Okay. So Dave, tell us about the American artist perspective, please. If you are familiar with like some more up and coming type of talent.
Well, I think just like Dev says, people got to work harder to make sure they out there, because online is just opening up the doors to everybody, because everybody has access. So anybody could go out there and start, putting videos, posting videos, and just promoting themselves. So your game has to be all the way up. Your music game got to be all the way up. It can't be no more bullshit, because anybody can just
gotta be that good.
Exactly, because anybody now can just come and start doing and overshadow these artists who have deals, who are signed with a major, and that is also goes for the major labels. You gotta step up your game. You gotta promote your artists. You gotta work with these streaming services, to get the music out, and it's more work for them, to keep their artists up here, because anybody else, any regular Joe now can just, with access to the internet, can just start flooding it
And I guess the same will go for DJs and broadcasters and radio personalities, etc. Because just through this period, we've seen live new platforms arrive, like No Signal Radio, just come and take the market and catch a whole heap of popularity, which wasn't there before. But if I can now shift to taking in questions from the audience, we have one in here from Anna. And I'd like to introduce Wisdom from Tileyard to the conversation. Is Wisdom with us? Wiz, you there? Wisdom's not with us for the moment, so let's take this first question from Anna, who says...
I am, sir. Sorry.
Oh, Wiz is here. Wiz always got some important words of wisdom to share with us, and I didn't even introduce you as one of the panelists, but you always got something to say. So Anna's in the room saying, do you think the future of the live sector will be different depending on the music genre or scene? Which is a pretty good question, really.
Yeah.
So what's your response to that, Wisdom? Do you think the future, is it going to be different for the reggae man versus the Afrobeat guys versus the hip hop guys? Are we going to have different effects, or is it just going to be the same all around?
I definitely think that there are, because of the types of audiences, there's going to be a very real difference in the way that the different types of audience are likely to respond. I've already found that there's a lot of guys a lot of younger audiences, as Hanif was saying, who are already, they want to go out and see their acts. They want to go and see people perform. They don't have necessarily the same concerns as maybe older audiences do. So I think that younger artists that appeal to younger people are far more likely to be able to have shows where people will turn up. They're also artists that are able to play outside, because we've already had I've already seen a few sort of indie artists play guitar-based performances in car parks to people in cars. And they've broadcast through their radios, and they've found other ways around the whole social distancing problems. So I think you will find that that is going to be easier. I think the real challenge does happen for DJs. I think the restriction of playing via a live, yes, you can get your music out there if you can get around the copyright issues of streaming, but then it's about the vibe. If I take drum and bass, for example, you need to feel it to really get that music. It's not something that you listen to passively, and you can't really do it with a pair of AirPods. Do you know what I mean? You've got to actually feel that in your chest. And you can't, most people don't have a system at home where they can do that. And if they do, the police will probably be called for noise pollution. So that area is going to be a bit more of a challenge as to how they're able to do that. But I can definitely see different areas being able to open up better in certain circumstances.
Right. Same question real briefly to Hanif. What's your take on it, H? Do you think the music of the future of live music will be different depending on the music genre / scene? For example, as a promoter, I'd say there's a lot of youths who are really hot on drill, and if you get one of the top drill artists out, they'll be up for it and be there in a hurry. Is that truth, or is that just fascination on my side?
I don't know. I think when you pick on things like the younger audience, they're already used to using technology, right? So they're actually slightly different. I think where we're going to be affected is I think, again, we spoke about this earlier, the older audience. the 30, 35 plus audience who have a bit more responsibility, have maybe, you know, they have to care about what others that will be affected by their actions. They're gonna, so I think those audiences will decide not to go until everything's much more safe, or will be looking for proper answers as to how we're gonna make it work. Whereas the youngsters have got it easy both ways. They can either go online and experience music online,
because they're with it like that,
or they'll just go out if they want to go out. I mean, but you know what, drill artists and whatever, that younger audience isn't a massive audience for live. In my experience, it's the older audience, that people got money, because live music has become very, very expensive. And that's another thing. How are the artists going to price themselves now? That's going to be a massive, major factor.
Yeah. In this whole
Because if you have to reduce the size of venues, and within those venues you have to reduce the capacity, an artist can't command the prices he was asking for. And
doesn't that make your price double for the event?
Sorry?
Doesn't that make your ticket fee double for the event?
Yeah, but are you going to pay double for a ticket? Just because Beyonce wants 500 quid for a ticket, who's paying that?
Right.
Let's be real, innit? And at the moment, we're also saying we're about to go into a massive economic crisis. So the customers aren't going to have as much money as we've been used to. So it's a double whammy, isn't it?
Right.
It's like promoters are going to have to be clever with their pricing structure. We're not going to be able to put the price up. So I don't understand, you know, maybe I'm being stupid, but I don't understand this mentality. Oh yeah, we're going to do smaller venues and charge more. Really? How are you, which one of you lot are doing the economics? Because I ain't doing that.
Okay, right. I got 4 or 5 really good questions here, so let's just try and muddle through them as quickly as possible. Shout out to Natalia Genie, who says, what jobs positions will be mostly useless and which ones will gain more popularity in a post-COVID world? Let's ask the man from the BBC about that one. I think, Dev, first of all, real quick, are there any jobs you can see as becoming useless and others becoming more popular in this time due to this period?
I'm not talking for the BBC on this one, so let's make that clear first of all. Just from my own brain, and I guess you're talking about within the music industry, obviously, but social media manager is going to be a huge, it's big already, but it's just going to get even bigger and bigger and bigger. Because if we're going to be living in this new matrix virtual world where the whole of the music industry is just virtual, whoever has got the skills and command of that zone is going to be winning. You need to get good with cameras. So whoever's good using cameras, editors, film editors are going to be doing better. I don't know if they're going to be doing the same or better. I don't know, but they'll definitely have jobs. Music producers always going to need music, so that's a good one. I think it's just more on the live side of things, might be more tricky. You know, it's a hard one to call really on people who are going to be less busy. Someone like Hanif,
definitely the security, the venues, the bar stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like that, Hanif and Ollie of the world will know more in terms of the live music side. Like whether you're in a crew, you might find less work. I mean, if you're a promoter, your job is basically zero at the moment. Especially like the middle and smaller promoters, not necessarily ones big as these two guys on this panel. So yeah, it's a challenge really. And then things like artist managers, because everyone's just going to be tightening their belt straps. So things like those kind of jobs within the industry, I think could be challenging, but you know, who knows?
Right.
Just to add on to that, because obviously I run the work experience at Tileyard, and what I was in the middle of a Prince's Trust work experience training program when COVID happened, and been able to take a number of guys from that and start working on online promotion and teaching them how to do online promotion. So they've been promoting an artist who's put out a single for us so they could start learning those skills. And like just to echo what we said before, video editing, things like social media management, anything that involves planning and strategy those are going to be really, really big jobs because everybody's asking what's the plan and what's the strategy for whatever it is. So I'd really encourage, if you're trying to get into the industry now, if you can come along and help someone, like even being able to help a promoter say, well, okay, I could maybe help you do this, or I understand how to run Zooms. I understand how Teams work. I know how to get music played through something like Mixcloud Live. I understand how to do the setups. Those are things that you can learn right now, and we've been trying with the young people who've been on our programs to get them involved in those kind of things and knowing that those conversations are about, because those skills are incredibly useful right now.
I think the writings, I think just to finalize that, I think the writing's been on the wall for a while that tech and tech companies and that industry is where everything's heading. So if you know something about that, you're going to be doing all right.
You're kind of winning. Okay, we've got a performance coming up in about 10 minutes or so, but let's take another question in the meantime. Shout out to June Wilborough in the chat who says, question for Ollie, do you think it's the same situation for indoor and outdoor gigs?
It's a very interesting point. Now, as you know, in the UK, it's been very sunny of recent. Tell me how much of a blade of grass you actually saw. There were that many people out, be it Clapham, be it Brixton, be it Peckham, be it wherever. So the government doesn't mind that happening because it's common land, so no one could be prosecuted. So that in place, you could easily have a concert with, I mean, we're all protesting tomorrow. There's going to be hundreds of thousands of people tomorrow, like, you know, COVID or no COVID, you know, and that's a choice we make, right? So if it's on common land and it's just a donation, concerts can happen. Trust me, there's legal on my team. I'll foot the bill. Go for it. Like,
what's the perspective from Dave on that one in America? Indoor or outdoor? Do you think it's the same situation for both type of gigs? Should people start actively looking for an outdoor solution from now? Dave?
Well, what I've heard is those cars doing those concerts like that. You know, I know there's a couple that driving music, you know, but like I said, I think that's only going to last a certain, and it's up to, I believe it's going to come to a point where people are going to say, well, look, there's people protesting right now for the Black Lives Matter. Okay. And everybody's out, everybody's together, everybody's, you know, intermingling. So, you know, something's going to click on people and say, hey, listen, you know, I want to go out. You know, nothing happened to me at this protest. I want to go out and see a concert. I want to go out and you know, be with the people, you know, enjoy this.
Let's hear from Kels from that as well. Kels.
Yeah, to piggyback on that, I think at least here in the US, we're going to be able to answer those questions that Dave mentioned. Like, we're almost at our 2-year mark from our Memorial Weekend. So we'll see the results from that. And then within another, week or two, we'll see the results from all the protests. So I think people monitoring, are we going to have an increase from all of these people being around each other or not? So that will make a difference.
Okay. So from the industry side, Hanif, has there been some overall corporate response to the firm of promoters or anything like that? Are you guys all having to figure it out for yourselves individually, or is there some kind of corporate body that's dealing with promoters versus clubs and live venues, etc.?
No, I don't. I mean, I read somewhere that there is a conglomerate of, like, there's this group association but it's not something that we come under. We're having to find out for ourselves, work it out for ourselves. So, yeah. It's we're one of the kind of industries that has really, they haven't found a solution for.
Okay. All right. Almost time for this performance. So I'll slide in one question of my own. Does anyone have any success stories from this new day so far? Some of the things that have been happening for the sector in lockdown. I've seen the rise of No Signal. I think it's called No Signal Radio.
Versus has done well. Versus has
done well, obviously. But do you think Versus would have done as well if this scenario had not come around?
I think it would have, but maybe not as much. Maybe not the whole world would be talking about it the way it is. Just because we're at home, we're sitting on our phones all the time. We're ready for the next thing. What's the next entertainment? So imagine they started doing IG Live concerts or shows or something like that. I know on Facebook now you can like sell tickets to virtual events. So people are going to start paying for that. I might pay £5 for a gigs concert, £10, you know, so it's interesting.
Yeah, it is. Ollie, what's your take on that?
I echo what most people are saying. You know, anything that's positive and is finding a, you know, just a small gap in order to provide for everyone to be entertained is a winner. And from that, other things will spawn, and that's what revolution and life's all about. Changes and, you know, finding different ways to express ourselves. And musically, I think it's a level playing field for all those great producers out there listening. Those great songwriters, top liners. Go for it. You know, you'll be able to fly at some point. Get your catalog ready, get ready, you know, now's the time to make the best music of your life. You know what I mean? There's so much going on. If you can't write out of the kitchen, you know what I mean? Go Tileyard, record your demos with, you know, great mix engineers, you know, save that money now. Stop buying off Boohoo Man and all that shit and just fucking focus. Now's your time to read. Now's your only chance. There's a pause in the world. If you can't come out of this, you know, I mean, I can't help you.
Serious words, serious times. Wiz, we're ready for performance now?
I believe so, yes.
So that's probably coming up in a minute. Let me just chuck in there that, yeah, these are some serious times. RIP George Floyd, condolences to family and friends. And does anyone want to say anything about that, man? Black Lives Matter from day one for some of us, but not for all of us. Anyone got anything to share whilst we're filling that little gap there? Kelsh, anything to say on it?
No, not that much to say. I just want to say, like, I know it's been a heavy week for a lot of people, all of us, myself included. And while it has been heavy, I'm happy that this issue is coming to the forefront across the whole world.
Truly. Honey, anything to add to that one?
No, pretty much the same. I mean, it's a shame that it's taken this, but for people to stand up and, but yeah, it's a very serious time and a difficult time. And it's mad how it will happen concurrently just after the COVID stuff. It's like, I think Ollie was saying, you know, maybe we need this reset and whatever. And long time coming, but, you know, hopefully something positive does come from George Floyd's death.
I hear that. Ollie, you second that emotion? Dave?
Yeah. It was definitely overdue. That's how I feel. Definitely overdue, man. We needed this. People needed to really see, you know, what's going on with police brutality and you know, the way that racism still exists, you know, and we have a president over here who loves to speak a language that incites that, you know. It's really messed up.
Madness.
This needed to happen.
Wiz, any words of wisdom on that subject?
Yeah, one thing that I've found that has been interesting is, to some extent, even Fox News, before it started to be about the riots, were actually starting to talk about that this is wrong. And I think, if I think back to the death of Stephen Lawrence, that changed the UK, not because of the family going through all the proper channels. It just so happened that Stephen Lawrence's dad happened to work for the editor-in-chief of the Daily Mail. I think he was an electrician or something in his house. And as a result of that, the Daily Mail, which is the most right-wing paper in the UK and the equivalent of Fox News at the time, put on the front cover of their paper the names and the faces of the 6 people involved and said, we believe these people are guilty, and if we're wrong, sue us. And it wasn't until that audience saw what the problem was that things really started to change. So I'm hoping that now that if you've got Fox Newses of the world actually saying that here is a problem, and our audience also needs to deal with that, I hope that will be the change in the US, because the over here, the Stephen Lawrence matter was a real watershed for us. It didn't make everything go away, it didn't make everything become right, but we were established in understanding things like institutional racism. We addressed those things. We had the independent police complaints commission came off the back of that. You know, it challenged a lot of things in the States, which as a UK person watching the States over the years and seeing so many men die, so many black people die, and the police get off nearly all the time. I'm hoping that this, as well as the death of Aubrey and the fact that happened in February, and because of the videos going live and everything that's happened, now the two guys who shot him while he was jogging have been arrested. But probably wouldn't happen if all of this wasn't happening. And I'm hoping that for the US and my US family and cousins, that this is the moment where that can't run no more. It just can't run. But I'm also hoping that there's an encouragement for people to go out and vote, so that there is a change of administration in November, not just for the sake of my American cousins, but for the rest of the planet.
You can't be neutral anymore about it.
Yep.
Pardon?
You can't be neutral anymore about it.
No,
you can't be in the middle anymore. Like you have to make a decision.
This is a very important subject, and we definitely need to speak a little bit more about it in a second. But let's go over to Tileyard right now and taking a performance one more time. Longers, you good to go?
Another performance.
Wiz, anything to volunteer towards the performance? Are we good to go?
Well, it's going to be Georg'Estelle. I'm in a slightly different room here at Tileyard, so just need to make sure that those guys are all set up and ready to go.
Can you guys hear me? Yep, we're back. We're here. We're ready. Let me introduce myself. My name is DJLongers, the co-host for AAA. Access All Areas. And before I actually bring this person on, I just thought I have to let you know that it's a female, okay? Despite what you hear with the name, she is a female. So let me introduce you, and I want you to clap for her, like let's give them that virtual clap again. The one and only Georg'Estelle. Make some noise and give her a round of applause.
Thank you. Give me a little bit of your soul. I've been thinking about you. About you. Lately, you've been pretty messy, so I might be better off alone. You either take the chance to walk away, or don't even show up at all. I'm not gonna wait no more for you, as you're only doing mistakes. No right to feel alone all day. I realize it's almost better that way. Baby, touch me, but only in my soul. You made me lose myself. Oh, I wouldn't be so hurt. And darling, treat me like everybody should. You gave me no love, no. Oh, I wouldn't be so hurt, so hurt. Maybe you might call me pretty, but that's not really what I want. You ruined it so quickly, yeah. Changed me forever. I guess that might even be the best part. Baby, touch me, but only in my soul. You made me lose myself. Oh, I wouldn't be so hurt. And darling, treat me like everybody should. You gave me no love, no. Oh, I wouldn't be so hurt. I wouldn't be so hurt. something. I know I've got it. Hey, I know you feel that way. Yeah. Tell me there's something. Tell me I've got it. I know I can give you my all. So please don't keep me waiting. I want you to be around. So turn around and I'll be there. I know I can make you happy. So let me know if you don't care. I know it's hard. I know it's not always so fun. I promise to take you where I always wanted. So boy, sit by my side. There's nothing I can hide. So please take this ride. Tell me something. Da-da, da-da-da-da. No. It's funny how we're thinking of the future and not the past month. Cause I know what you're gonna feel. And I'm telling you that it'll be real. But tell me what you want. Cause if you don't know where to go, I'll have to leave your side and let you on your own. So boy, sit by my side. There's nothing I can hide. No. So please take this ride. So boy, sit by my side. There's nothing I can hide. No. So please take this ride. Tell me something. Just give me reason to live. I don't like living like this. It's just so complicated. I wanna feel like a kid. Please tell me I'm wrong. Cause I don't wanna be done. Lately I've been feeling alone. And to be honest, not strong. You have to keep on focusing today. Promise me, yeah. Sometimes you might just have a bad day, but just stay focused, focused, just stay focused, focused. And when you wake up, just work hard and keep on focused, yeah, yeah. Look at the bird flying high, it's giving me peace tonight. I just don't wanna be shy, but need to add up the line. Remember not to look down, or you might just risk to drown. Keep your feet on the ground, I know we say it out loud. You have to keep on focusing today. Promise me, yeah. Sometimes you might just have a bad day, but just stay focused, focused, just stay focused, focused. And when you wake up, just work hard and keep on focused, yeah, yeah.
focus. Well, hey, one more time for Georg'Estelle.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, because you guys couldn't see me on camera, I'm sorry you guys couldn't see me on camera, but that was actually me playing the guitar at the time of the song. You know, I've got those skills, but they took it from me just a minute ago because I have to do my hosting job. Anyway, sorry, Georg'Estelle, represent where you come from. Where are you from, darling?
So I'm both English and Italian. Was born in the UK, but grew up mostly in Italy. Back in the UK now.
Okay, so we've got some Italian blood in here. Can you speak language?
Yeah.
And
Better
do you ever sing in Italian?
Yes, I do. I don't have my own music in Italian, but I do sing in Italian sometimes.
Okay, all right. Maybe an idea to start putting some out.
Yeah.
Your socials, let us know your social medias, where they can find your music, etc., etc.
Yes, so I'm Georg'Estelle on all platforms, and you can find me on Instagram at Georg'Estelle Music.
All right, you're going to have to spell George for them, otherwise they ain't going to find you, girl.
So George is Georg', but on Instagram is just Georg'Estelle, so that's ESTELLE Music.
All right, so just give them that one more time.
Yeah, so it's Georg'Estelle Music on Instagram, and it's Georg'Estelle, and that's ESTELLE.
One more time, ladies and gentlemen, Georg'Estelle. Okay, so what the time you have there, Dread? Let's hang you over back to our host, Ras Kwame.
Longers as always, and Georg'Estelle, loud in the place. Amazing performance. Absolutely love that. Everybody go follow her real quick. So it's all about AAA Access All Areas, your #1 information spot for guidance in the music industry. And today we've been talking about how will the live music sector survive the COVID-19 crisis. So going back to the reasoning, sorry, 1 second. I just had a question right there that I was going to read out. So shout out to Julia T in the chat. And Julia has asked the real hot question in 2 parts. The second part of it reads, do you also think that lowering ticket prices is an option? Julia has asked the real hot question coming back to live gigs. Second, I guess that's a question for Hanif. She's asked the dreaded question, do you also think that lowering ticket prices could be an option and help people coming back to live gigs?
Yeah, potentially it's something that we have to look at, 100%. But it's all dependent on what type of event you're doing. You know, if we're doing concerts, if artists are going to work with us in reducing the costs, then yeah, cool. But I mean, there's got to be a reason for the reduction. If it's down to just, you know, trying to get people back in, I don't think that's the requirement. I think it's looking at the scene, looking at the circuit. I mean, it'd be interesting to ask the person who asked the question, does she think things are overpriced?
So that's a question.
Are we overpriced?
Yep. Are we overpriced in the first place anyway? I guess I should ask the same question of another promoter, Ollie, who's in the place. Are you looking at models whereby you're lowering prices of things to get people back in? Question, Ollie.
I would ask why. I think we provide exceptional value for money, and I think you should support our company because we support a lot of people working. So I don't think that's really a question, really. If there is an economic tumble down, then yeah, for sure. Like Hanif said, if ICE cut, for example, their pie by 50%, then the venue can do that with us, and of course we can do the same. We can donate to something. It's not a problem. It's just economics. It's maths, isn't it? If they're, you know, it's like, you know, we have Starbucks paying like 2% tax. You and I probably pay 30%. How's that fair? Man, now's the time. Now's the time for everything.
Right. So now's the time to like influence change in terms of pricing as well.
Yeah, demands it, and that's what people feel. But you know, personally, I think the hospitality industry and the music industry does try and give value for money. Like, you even look at artists' albums; they've got like 36 tracks on there. Like people that care about, you know, the creative industry will always strive to do their best. And I think people should reach in their pocket and support those that strive to do their best. Simple as, you know, no one gets any free rides and anything. Like, you know, let's support.
In a virtual world, which is kind of like what we're in now, how do you monetize? how do you make money from doing this stuff virtually? If the live space was just to turn into a virtual one, which is what it has been over the last couple of months or so, how do you actually monetize that? Has anyone come up with any kind of like, not that you're going to give away all your trade secrets, but you know what I mean?
I mean, there's so many ways, man. You know, but it does always involve a support network, everyone down with the plan and not just trying to get that quick buck. It's like, you know, these are difficult times, so difficult measures need to be taken. And so with those difficult measures, you know, lots of people need to put in place with the same kind of cohesive kind of strategy, you know, for instance's sake, you know what I mean? First and foremost, anything we do will be of high value and entertainment, otherwise there's no point, our heart's not in it. But from that, you know, that alone should make people, you know, galvanize and like, just act quicker, man. Things can be done in 24 hours. I say that, man. It's true. I can give you countless stories. Like, if everyone's ready on the button, things can get done so quickly, you know? Just like you know, we were talking about, you know, that it's ridiculous in this time when DJs have been like the main kind of crux for everyone and support network, you know, audially, you know, and, you know, your tracks get taken down by the labels. Now, I work with every producer in the game and every songwriter. No one cares about their publishing right now. Like, play the songs. You know, but you can go to the heads of the label, which I have as well, and they're not in control because, you know, there's bigger corporations that we don't even know that own them, you know? We just need to address all those things, man.
Okay, Kelsh, looking at the SoFi Stadium right now, how do you monetize that in this time?
Well, I mean, I speak on behalf for me, not the stadium, but I mean, it's a difficult question. I mean, for us, our virtual events, we can look at like every venue can look at like drive-ins and all of that, but eventually you're gonna have to get back to live music. And I mean, to be honest, I'm really not sure, but there's so many ways you can do it. It's not a right way or a wrong way, but I do think, like, to piggyback off what Ali said, like, you provide a service, and I don't think that lowering the cost either, to your question before, will be efficient, because you know you have to put money into it, and the industry has to grow. And yeah, it's a difficult question. I know I didn't really give you a solid answer, but that's
right.
What I think.
There's something being figured out right now. So I guess the resounding answer to Julia, who did ask the question, is no, and probably hell no. The man never not up for lowering the price of anything anytime soon, unless there's a solid economic reason that makes sense to the man. Then you can forget that one. But Ollie did ask of you the question, Julia. Do you think it's overpriced as it was before anyway? But shout out to Sharon JP, who's in the group as well. She asked the question, what are the new and creative ways artists can try to make that live experience happen for distant participants? I think, Dev, you've touched on this a little bit. Do you want to just reiterate on that? What are the new and creative ways to try and make the live experience happen for people who are further away? And what can artists actually do within their performance or how they're doing things to make this experience happen almost as good as if it were live and we were all there?
There's a few different things you can do. First of all, get your live set up really good. So make sure you've got a good room, get your band there, or however it is that you perform, get that looking good. You've seen all the DJ live streams with like plants everywhere. So whatever the equivalent is for you, make it look visually exciting for people watching. Make sure you've got good cameras, all the rest of it. And then you can choose your platform. You can do it on Twitch, which, by the way, a lot of DJs, including myself, are having good experiences with in terms of things not getting taken down. But anyway, you're doing your own music, so that's a moot point. But you could do events on Facebook Live, and remember that you can use all the little tools that they have to like schedule live performance, and then you can have a buzz built up before that live performance is going to happen. Make sure you got your promotion done properly. Make sure you got your flyers out there. Make sure you're getting on your stories, on your Snapchat, whatever it is, Twitter, and you're promoting the event properly. And then it's just about deciding how you're going to do it, what platform, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Facebook, whether it's, I don't know, Mixcloud, whether it's IG. Use one of them, and then you can really get people engaging with you and watching you. And there's cool things you can do, like on YouTube, you can let people into the room a little bit early and they can start chatting half an hour before your event is to begin and start building a buzz, and they can start sharing it. Right now, it's really, as I've been banging on about, it's really about harnessing the power of the internet and making it work for you and finding out where your niche is. And like, it also depends on what type of music you're making. If you're making country, like the places you might go to might be different. Whereas if you're making grime, whereas you're making like drill, reggae, whatever it might be. So find out where your community is. And you've really got to become a master of everything right now. So if you're just an artist right now, you've got to become a social media expert. You've got to do a lot of research. I would go on Reddit and check out a sub called the Music Makers. There's a ton of amazing information on there. I've just discovered it recently and I've learned so much new stuff in there. Have a look and you can find out where all the different platforms are, how you want to be spreading yourself across them. Just research, get on Google, learn as much as you can right now, and you'll be ahead of the game. Like, you'll be doing live performances and everyone will be watching them. Everyone will be talking about them. It's all out there for you right now. So just make it happen.
Reddit, the Music Makers, yeah?
Yeah.
Reddit. Wiz, if you could possibly share a link to us for that, or someone could share us a link to that, that would be amazing. Reddit, the Music Makers, a place for information. Taking the same question to Dave right now. Do you have anything to add to what Dev just said? I think he kind of covered it, but let us know your thoughts. What are the new and creative ways artists can try to make that live experience happen for distant participants?
Yeah, I think Dev covered it well. It's really being creative. You got to get creative with your internet, you know, your Instagram, your Facebook, you know, every TikTok that is big, Triller, you know, Triller is the next one, you know, so you really have to get creative with it, you know, get that following, you know, the dance, whatever, and you know, because right now, you know, it's these kids that's, you know, they got the focus that much on you know, on the live music, and so you have to hit them as well with that.
Ollie, I know yeah, TikTok and all Triller and all these things. Guys take good platforms to like kind of jump on. But Ollie, I know you're a master of like the gadget thing, you know, to get people into what you're doing. Any tips for artists that you would look up and consider bringing on board to your platform because they did things in a certain way? What would your tip be?
I just say for an artist, just reach out to platforms that are big. Like, you know, at touch of a button, we can hit 350,000 people. So use us. Like, I don't want nothing from you. If you're creative and you want something out there, we're down. It just has to be passed through the right channel and maybe put out there in 3 days' time, because, you know, we're working with a network that works, right? So if you're about it, get in touch with us, you know what I mean?
So HipHop LDN is open for business and looking for artists to reach out to.
I'm willing to help anything creative, you know, like we can put a message out there, a bit, whatever it is. If you've got, you know, business news or you're doing something creative or something good for the community or whatever it is, and it's relative to hip hop in some way, of course, 100%.
All right. Would you mind sharing a link, a contact link to the group in the chat?
Sure.
I can get in touch with you, like, you know, or if you could someone at the other end and just put something up there so people can reach out, because I'm pretty sure there's people in here who are looking to connect with people like yourself.
Gonna get 100 DJs now, Ollie.
He's got all of that anyway, bro. He's nice over there, bro.
But I will be impressed, you know what I mean? I mean, DJs, we're very lucky, you know, we've been in the game, but if you've got that heat, come with it, you know? There's many ways. There's many ways to have, like, you know, like, we'll be doing something in 3 weeks. It'll be very big. You know what I mean? Like, I say that. But there's many ways, you know, to support the industry. You know what I mean? Maybe it's time it's like this for a bit. So when festivals and people come back, it's got a wicked energy. It's got not you know, it's not got like 100,000 people with their phones in the air that are actually vibing, checking out the whole vibe of what's going on. You know, they might be missing that guy that ran across because they were so busy Instagramming it. You know, like, just leave it a bit. We realized at this point, influencers and the like aren't that important, and I did see kind of like the human world kind of channel into like it is important and it's not. So now's the time for everything creative.
Reach out to the platforms, because I know Tory Lanez kind of reached out to YouTube and got paid on there for a 2-hour show. Is anyone aware of that? A whole Tory Lanez live show thing, Dave. Were you involved? Did you watch?
Yeah, he definitely capitalized on that, you know. He just got the mic, started a show on Instagram, his live, and then went on YouTube and did his thing. You know, but that's going. Yes.
Smashed it.
And that's what I'm saying. Being creative, stepping out the box and doing something new.
Yeah.
Okay. Has anyone experienced a drive-in rave yet, or a drive-in show, or anything like that? Apparently, there's quite a few things happening in Europe and the States. Has anyone been to anything yet? I know there's enough. Well, I haven't heard about anything in the UK that you could just drive into and park up. Has anyone got any light on that? Dev, have you experienced any of that?
No, it sounds good though. I would love to go to something like that right now. If it was like a concert where I could see an artist and I'm sitting in my car, if that's the closest I can get. The only thing I worry about is I like to have a couple beers while I'm watching that performance. So that kind of takes that away for me. But if that's, but if that's all we can do right now, you know what? I'm such a fiend for live music that I would go to see my favorite artist. I would go. So I welcome that if that would happen here.
Okay. I know Ollie's up for some of that. Hanif, you up for booking some Ali Pali car park and just get the thing on?
Yeah, man. Anything that works. Anything that gets it moving.
Right. You're ready to just get in there. Okay. Let's take another question from here. I think we've kind of covered most of them. So let's maybe reach out to one of mine if anyone's in the chat and wants to chuck something in there. Then feel free to.
Just
Brand. Yes, Willie.
Just going back on Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez really throughout the whole of this COVID thing has been killing it. Obviously, he started the whole thing with
Quarantine Radio.
Yeah, well, there's that. Then there was also the Fortnite event that he did.
Yeah.
The event on YouTube we were just talking about had 1.3 million streams so far. Like,
right.
I think it's fair to say that Tory Lanez, I don't know if it's just one of those things where it's just all things have collided at the same time, but he does seem to be the person most far forward as far as where artists are thinking on that kind of level to be delivering stuff right now. His name just keeps coming up in regards to live performance. So I think it's really wise for us to kind of keep an eye on what he's doing.
Right. I think the beauty of part of this, for me anyway, especially with like the versus thing, has been like there's been some kind of revival of nostalgia, and that whole the old school vibe sound, whatever it is, seems to be coming back into prominence. Would we really have been talking about Teddy Riley and Babyface, you know, now if it wasn't for that?
I think it's like what Hanif was talking about earlier, that the younger audience still want to go out. Those who are older and have got kids at home, and whenever you see a gig come up, you're like, can I get babysitting for that? Maybe not. Now this is our time. We're loving this. Do you know what I mean? You know, we can go on live. We can see a lot of our artists and get in contact with them in a way that we never could have. It's, I suppose, a bit like the Expendables, but with music now. Do you know what I mean? All of our guys, all of our superheroes are now about and available.
Right.
So I think you will probably continue to see a boom in that market, in that for older and nostalgic acts that have a platform already, that are already involved in, that already have a history, already have a catalogue, more ways that we can engage in that, because there's continually this conversation now about, who else would you like to see in verses? We're still having a conversation about who's going to first Jay-Z. Do you know what I mean? Like, is it Drake or is it, do you know what I mean? Or is it going to be somebody else? Do you know what I mean? And it's like that kind of audience that often is left out, the audience that can't go raves.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that kind of 35 above audience, there's so much stuff available for us. And that's something I think that should also be looked at.
Right. Kelch, would you agree? If you're looking for talent for SoFi or Hollywood Park or something right now, you're looking at more nostalgia, artists with big catalogs, or are you still messing with the new school?
Well, I can't speak on behalf of the stadium, but, you know, at every venue now, they look at artists according to like their capacities to their venue, and that's changing now. So it's ever evolving. So I really can't even answer the question, and I doubt that a lot of venues can answer the question, as opposed to what size artists they're looking for, because they don't even know what capacity their venue can hold at this time, even when we do open up. But one thing that I can say to piggyback off of what you guys are saying about different online things, I think that esports is very crucial in this. And because there's a lot of young people that participate in esports, and then there's a lot of older people that participate in esports. So like Travis Scott, I feel like he executed that very well. Everybody, a lot of people play Fortnite, from like older people to younger people to whatever. So he probably was able to tap into several people that didn't even listen to his music like that just because they played the game. So that's another thing that I wanted to add too.
It's about being creative then, yeah? All across the board seems to be the resounding thing that keeps coming through. It's time to really get creative. And that, I guess, could point towards a brand new day scenario, i.e. nothing is the way it was before, and we need to figure out what happens next, and do it very quickly. Would I be right in saying that, Hanif? Do you share that sentiment?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
The brand new day scenario, nothing as it was before, and here we are now. What's next?
It would be a missed opportunity if, you know, the world didn't move forward and evolve like after this. And yeah, for all of us, like even a live music promoter who wants that physical thing, you know, we are going to have to think about technology and how we can incorporate it into our business and whatever. So yeah, there should be an evolution. There should always be evolution. We should be kind of stick to what we've got. And maybe this would just drive it faster.
Right. Dave, do you want to add to that? Can you add to that at all, please? The brand new day scenario, figuring out nothing works as before. What's next?
Yeah, it's definitely something to think about, you know. But I believe that we're gonna go back to live music. You know, it's definitely gonna happen. I mean, you think about it. 100 years ago, we had another virus back in, you know, 1918, 1920, and we came back and you know, we're doing stadiums after that. You know what I mean? So it is definitely going to come to a point where we're going to get, you know, to the live music. I just think what is it that is going to keep us safe? You know, that's the question. You know, from new viruses or anything. You know, I mean, go back a few years, we had Ebola, we had the swine flu, we had the bird flu, we had this. They all went away. You know, we don't talk about them now, but they still exist. You know, we still kept going out. And so I think we're going to get back to that point. It's just a matter of when.
Okay. So this is turning into like a closing summary question kind of now. So Ollie, what's your viewpoint on it? It's a brand new day scenario. I get the gist that you're feeling quite positive about things. Nothing works as it was before. What's next?
Man, everything for a reason, and you got to adapt. So what's next is higher levels of entertainment, be it kind of like from a television aspect, not, you know, or, you know, virtual. Shout out James Hairston, head of Oculus. That's my boy. Shout him out if you need programming help with Facebook. He's the guy, virtual James Hairston. Yeah, you got to get more involved in people like that, you know, and just, you know, you just got to make a way, Ras. And believe it or not, you know, it's important. What Dave said is true. You know, it's what is the actual cost to us. But believe me, we'll all be congregating, going to concerts, going to football. The world can't survive without the sport. The money sport makes for the world and the drinks brands, there's no way it ain't coming back sooner than you think. So, like, let's not sweat 12 months. Like, that shit's back, like, in 5 months. Like, no way, they can't survive. Like, you know, so forget about that. But what Dave said is important. It's like, universally, what is actually the true cost to us? Because we know from the governments we don't get anything but the truth, you know. So what is the true cost? That's an interesting point. So it's to us. You know, we've been highly active, but it's the same people I'm employing. I've been around for the whole year. We're tight. We're not out there. You know, we do live that life, but we shut it down. We're not out and doing all this. Same people, you know, responsibilities and, you know, but, you know, doing it safe. Like I say, when I walk through any common or park, it's rammed full of people. Like it's nothing anymore. So where are we in that aspect? Like the responsibility is really on ourselves. I think it's going to come back sooner than you think. So I think let's be positive, and if we're all positive, it's just going to happen. That's what life's about. But yeah, what is the true cost? Like Dave said, that we will never know.
Right. So we're going to just have to experience and live through this one Wisdom, would you like to add to that? If you're with us, Wiz, I don't think he's with us at the moment. So I see Wisdom's chucking in the group. Sorry, Ollie, say that again.
So what do you think?
Who, me?
Man.
You. What do you think, man? I'm
not gonna lie, I'm with you, Ollie. We just have to find a new way.
Always. Yes.
As well, we have to just figure out the thing.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Let's go.
Don't worry about it.
Exactly.
Let's just start again.
Stay positive.
Thing cracking. Stay positive. I don't really. I just got this funny feeling the world is not going to be the same after this, in many respects.
Ras, it's gonna be better, man. It's gonna be better. Trust me.
Amen to that. Bring it on. If it's gonna work better, but
it's supply and demand. You know what I mean? Supply and demand.
Yeah, I'm always up for figuring out.
Don't underrate yourselves, people. You know what I mean?
Ways of doing things. I'm always up for that. And Kelsh, what's your thoughts on it? This brand new day scenario and nothing as it was yesterday, and we just need to figure this out quick. What's next?
I'm more so on the positive side. You gotta have live entertainment. People are always gonna have music. I think music is the only thing that every person, no matter where they are in the world, experiences. So you're always gonna have it. I'm very positive. And as far as like working, it's really just coming up with a plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D until, you know, you're at that point. So I'm very positive about it. We just have to figure out how we're going to restructure our business.
Right. Okay. The Black Lives Matter new day that's upon us as well. Is this going to affect things in any way, shape or form in terms of live performances? Is it going to call for a demand for a certain type of artist? Could this be a catalyst? As you were saying earlier, people are out there marching for the Black Lives thing, and the COVID thing has been kind of put on pause in that respect. Is the whole scenario going to be a catalyst to get us out there quicker, I wonder? Let's ask that question of Wiz.
Yeah, as I say, I think it just depends upon your groups. As I say, I do feel I'm seeing this whole, everything needs to be PPE and we all need to be 2 meters apart versus this, we want to go and lick doorknobs almost and just jam up against each other as much as there's these two sides of things. But yeah, I definitely see that there is you can see even from the protests, there's a need to get out and be around people. We've done this for long enough, and we've now seen how important it is for us not just to meet people on a Zoom, where we're doing work, we're doing friendships. We've now done as many quizzes as I think anybody can actually handle. Now it's actually about being around other people. As Ollie was saying, it's about supply and demand, and the demand now to enjoy ourselves after this has been so heavy. This isn't just a local thing. This has been the entire planet on lockdown. We've never experienced anything like that. And there is definitely going to be a need somehow to be able to enjoy ourselves and try and pick ourselves up from this, just for our own mental health.
So from that regard, I guess it's going to have a positive effect, if you can even you can even say it's like positive like that, but you know what I mean. It's getting us out there, and we are thinking more about things and thinking differently. Ollie, anything to add to that?
I just think remain upbeat, but it's just very interesting what Dave said about it's down to us to what is safe. Like I think that's the most important point. Like I think we're all very positive people, and together we can do great things. And like it's a no-brainer. Like you just got to weather the storm. You can't weather the storm, and you can't weather the storm, but what Dave said is important about what is safe, because we're all going to be out there. We're creative people, Well, we know what's safe. We've done. We're still always going to be safe and do our best. But people need to go out. They need to express themselves. If you can't go out and have contact, the world can't go on, and it's not going to be like that. But it's the question is who is telling the truth and what is really safe. I've got no coming back. Of course, it's all hurt us, and people, some great venues and production companies won't be around, and restaurants and stuff like that. It's affected it deeply, of course. There's always a cost. Like Henny said, only the strong survive. You know, like Wiz said, you know, supply and demand is all those things, man. But the most important thing is to be, you know, revolutionary and creative and keep giving more than you ever gave before. And with that, we're going to be winning. That's what I can say.
Right. Boom. Amazing. I guess we're working our way slowly towards 5:30 or 5:20 even when we can get the next performance on. Let's just all say something positive regarding where we're at, because it's not a doom and gloom scenario, but if I'm being honest, it's not looking great for the man-them team. This is a large amount of thinking and turning around, and I guess the only positive thing I could say about the whole thing is I'm always excited for new days and new ways of doing things and exploring new ideas. That gets me going. Dave, how about you? What's your positive spin on this?
Man, I say we all one thing right now. The world right now is suffering, okay? So we have to find new ways to love, spread positivity, you know, and find new ways, be creative, you know, because this is changing. This world is changing right now. It's a great time to be alive because we're experiencing all this, you know. It's also, you know, sad because of a lot of people lost their lives, a lot of people lost their loved ones. So we have to think about everything and be mindful. Damn, let's start eating healthy. Let's stop, you know, changing certain ways about us so we could pass that on to our kids and be positive. Like I said, be positive and spread love, you know.
Positive and spread love. Amen to that. Kels?
Yep. Same thing. Just stay positive, spread love. These are challenging times, but it's a challenge. It's a challenge to be more creative. It's a challenge to network. It's a challenge to check up on people that you were supposed to check on, but may have slipped your mind over the time. And it's an opportunity. And to bring up the topic of what you said, of how Black Lives Matter is going to interfere with the entertainment industry, I think so. I'm speaking so on a positive note. I think it will tremendously. Like, you have all of these companies that put out these statements and they said that they stand in solidarity and they said that they'll do this and that. So what is your plan of action? And I would love to hear it. And I'm holding every company that made a statement accountable.
Just all of them.
Yeah. So that's what I have to say.
Okay, brilliant, great. That's a really, really good point. The response has been very loud, and I'm interested to see how we keep that volume going.
Just on that point, like I'm interested now whether there will be more of a focus back on positive music, because as I'm hearing people like, oh, we need Kendrick Lamar for this. Do you know what I mean? And it's like nobody who's a big name really had a voice in this kind of situation. And I think that's both UK. I mean, in the UK, we've been looking to George the Poet, Sideman, and who else? Akala, right?
Boyega the other day.
Those aren't, sorry, say again?
Boyega.
And John Boyega. Those aren't music artists.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I'm hoping that there is a resurgence of people wanting to hear something slightly more deeper and that slightly has a wider connotations than party girls, drink drugs, Percocet. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm hoping that there is a desire, because we've been told for ages that people don't really care about positivity.
I think there will be, you know, that's a really good point, Wiz. Remember what Dave done at the, I think it was the Brits.
At the Brits.
Yeah.
That came up on my timeline again, because obviously it's more topical again. And just when I look back at stuff like America in the 60s, and a lot of bands were making like revolution music and change music. And for me right now, this is the great leveler. This pandemic has brought everyone on the same level, and Black Lives Matter has spread this huge thing to the whole world, which has kind of put everyone on the same level again. And anyone with a righteous mind is thinking in the right way. So I think that's a really good point, man. I think a lot of positive music will come out of this, and it will be trendy rather than being like, oh, conscious rap and that's common, you know, and stuff like that. Whereas it could be cool if artists like Dave, Stormzy, whoever, you know, they've always been leaders in that sense, make music like that. So new artists, do that. Make that type of music, and you're going to help the world, and you're going to start a new niche. So there's one for you.
That positive movement. And Eve, remember when...
And radio stations will support that, just to add that. Radio stations definitely will support that. Get on it now.
And Eve, remember when at Sugar Shack it was all about KRS-One and Nas? I think we're going to see a resurgence in this positive vibration one more time, and the kids kicking knowledge music.
Yeah, that would be good, but there's space for all of it, yeah? I'm not trying to... We don't have to force... Listen, kids don't care. They will listen to what they listen to. But no, it would be great. Do you know what? My thing is more philosophical, yeah? This whole period of change, especially at the beginning, gave us everyone time to think what you should be doing, what you want to do. A lot of people have spoken about resetting, the planet needs to reset, all of that. I just think, have a bit of patience, take your time. I know it's an odd thing to say when we're all trying to really get back into normality. Be patient, and the right things will happen. You know, hold your nerve. And the last 10 days have actually put even this pandemic into perspective, because actually there's more important things than even this pandemic. As dangerous as it is, whether you believe it or not.
That's a very good point.
The issue with racism and loving your fellow human being, you know what I mean? This is really the most important thing of 2020 will go down for this, for me, rather than the pandemic.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That police officer with his knee on a man's neck.
Yeah.
That is going to be what we remember from this year. And so, you know what? All of this is kind of insignificant. What we're talking about, you know, when we're going to get back. There are some really important things that we, as a race, as a human race, need to deal with and sort out. So, you know what? That's the positive side of it. Yeah, a lot of people are losing and will lose. But you know what? Humans are built to survive. The humans on this planet are all the ones that have survived, yeah? Survival of the fittest. We'll be fine. We will be fine. But being nice to your fellow human, whatever color they are, whatever creed they are, whatever sexual orientation they are, that is the thing that we need to focus on, really, isn't it? It just makes you think that after such a huge pandemic, such a huge shift in the planet,
it could be
this important thing is still the crux of everything. We need to fix that.
True.
Yeah.
Sorry, it sounds all philosophical and going off, but
no, I think that's a great point. I think as well. I think it's easy for us sometimes to forget. Most of us within this panel have had changes within our career at some point in time where we were doing one thing and then that didn't work, and then we moved into others. As creative people, we're lucky in that because we almost have that mindset. But as Hanif was saying, like understanding that most of the relationships of the reason why this is possible is because of relationships we have with people. And we're understanding and being reminded of the value of those relationships. With Thai passing, it was like, I was like, how many people have I not called to just say, how are you?
Yeah.
Or that I respect. I was lucky. I bumped into Thai in December and just caught up with him in King's Cross and had a chat and said, hi, how's things going? But then it made me think, like, how many other people have had an effect on my life that I hadn't said hello to? And this really helped me do that. And it wasn't about business, but then it's been like now that things are opening up, they're the people calling me going, could you do this? I understand you're doing this. And the importance of our relationships with people and with one another, I think has become very much in focus.
Highlighted. Amen to that. That's
where Ja Rule at? That's what we need to know. Where Ja Rule at? You're gonna solve all of this. I need to know what Ja Rule's thinking.
Ja Rule's got another thing called Waterfest. True stories, man. I read that somewhere online. The man's planning. I don't know if it's true or someone's taking a fit, but apparently the man's planning a Waterfest. that it's going to be better than Firefest. Oh my God, what a thing. Amazing. That sounds like the vibes definitely has been left on a very positive spin. I'm feeling a lot better about the whole thing than I was before we started the conversation. So amen to the vibes. But Ollie, did we hear from you on that subject? You have anything positive to say? Your team is just positive all the way, isn't it, fam?
No, I think, you know, whatever it takes right now is whatever it takes. And I think it's now is the time for everything. So that's, you know.
Up and running.
On behalf of my team, we're going to do everything we possibly can. So we always have done. So there's no change there. It's just like, you know, repeat, get with it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I mean, big up to the mayor of Washington. Got a big up, man. Agent Orange must hate that. Have you seen that? Have you seen that? That's dope, man. That's dope.
The mayor of Washington, you know.
But it's changing. It's causing a reaction that is needed. You know, it's got to ripple hard everywhere. You know, so I think the take from what's happening right now. And so maybe we'd all go, thank you, COVID, in the end, you know? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Like, allowed us to go stop.
Together and allow us to realize, like you was like some, you know, it's all about relationships, bringing back those relationships and recognizing the value in each other. Well, guys, it's been absolutely amazing catching up on this subject. What can I say? Thank you for sharing the information and the links and all this good stuff. I think we're just about ready to go over to a performance. Am I right, Wiz?
Performance or DJ?
Wiz?
Yeah, we're going to a performance now. So thank you everybody for taking part. And we'll have DJLongers after the performance. We're going to be doing these the first Saturday of every month. So the next one will be 4th of July. And that will be on racism within the music industry. So we'll be actually really taking that topic and moving in on that. So I'm just really thankful for everybody in the team, everybody at AAA and here at Tileyard Impact and for being involved today. Ras, great job, man.
Always powers. Thank you to Dave, Kelsh,
Can you guys hear me?
Myself, Dev, Ollie.
Can you guys hear me?
More
Am I
love
live?
every time. Wiz, don't know the vibes already. And I think we're just about ready to take it back to DJLongers. Longers, what fam?
I just making sure you guys could hear me first. Can you hear me live and clear?
I just want to thank Hawk for reaching out and everybody here. It's a beautiful thing, you know, that we can come together and spread love this way.
Definitely.
Powers to the people.
Peace and blessings to everybody.
Yeah.
If anybody want to chuck in a last few words, feel free. Otherwise, we go back to Longers.
Okay, I'm here live and direct.
Shout out to Kels. Thank you for posting the link of a Germany Drive-In concert. I'm going to go check that out.
Yeah, it's really dope. You should check it out. You should send it out for sure.
Yeah, I've got two hot promoters here with me. Annie, finally, can we go do a drive-in thing now? Ali Pali live.
How do you know I'm not doing it already?
Oh, see him there? I know you. You have to. Yeah, you have to. Look at this guy. Yeah, you have to talk, Pamela. One time for the free.
24 hours, baby.
24 hours. It can be done. Okay. Yeah. All right. I see you. Let's play on the thing already. You know. Let's go get it. Longers, wagwan.
Yo, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Ready for we?
Ras, can you hear me? Check. Ras, can you hear me? You can hear me, Ras? Mr. Ras Kwame, can you hear me?
Nice meeting you guys, man. It's a pleasure, man. I'm sure I'll see you guys down the line somewhere.
Every single time.
Blessings to all of you.
Everyone put their hands in the chat, and then we could. You need like everyone put their @ handles in the chat here, right?
And everybody can network. Check. 1, 2. Can you guys hear me? Audio check 1, 2, 3. Can you guys hear me? 1, 2, 3. Check. Can you guys hear me? I'm alive. Ras. Yo, just making sure you can hear me before I bring the next act on stage. You can hear me, bro? Live and clear? Oh, sorry, I couldn't hear you properly. I couldn't hear you properly. No problem, no problem. All right, DJLongers back in the building, and we have our next act coming onto the stage. So don't go nowhere yet. You can still get your opportunity to network with everybody. But we're going to bring on our next act. Please give you a round of applause and appreciation for the one and only Yossi. Gonna start off with the acapella, so I hope you're ready.
Hello, hello, hello. Mic check, mic check. All right, hello everyone. I go by the name UC. Now, as we all know, this year has been a madness. We've lost a lot of lives. With that being said, let me go straight into it. Tell me what it's like to wake up so happy, with no self-doubt, self-hate, or self-harm. It might not be physical, but it's mental. You see, my stupid choices led to foolish noises that will never leave. Now in my head it repeats. What's the point of trying when I know I won't achieve? You see, my dreams double-sided, I never thought I'd get invited, why? My cheeky grins never seem to work when inside. When inside, you gotta believe it first. And I know my reflection is looking cursed. It's been a whole year with no music out. I'm so close to fucking lose it now. Emotions feeling heavy. And I pray to Allah He forgets me on the day of judgment. 'Cause I don't wanna see what happens if He doesn't. See, I'm depressed about the game, suppressed without the fame. I hate me so much, I sedate myself, trying to navigate through this bullshit to educate myself, till I rate myself. I'ma keep puffing and die of bad health. But fuck it, like I give a shit. All you little pricks smiling in my face like finish it. Whoever hearing this, you find me laying spiritless with a suicide note that I wrote for everyone that told me I should fucking fold. But fuck that. I'ma do my own thing and come back. I'ma do my own thing and come back. Yo, let's run the first tune. Yeah, that one was called AO. It's out on YouTube right now. Go check it out. UC_BSE. Yeah. I've been thinking about my life, what I'm really after. I'll go left then right. Spit game, no shame. I became another name in this shit. No integrity by my word. Talking skeng, fraud, whores, just to get some attention, then die by the cause. You're not a warrior, fam, you're just looking poor. Lacking longevity and thought. Be true to yourself, fam, you never seen war. I don't understand how these men press record. Every syllable, word, metaphor is a fantasy world that you're not involved in. Denial about your past habits. Don't be fucking with the dark magic. You make the hard, but it's all static. You get nervous so you can't manage. Now you trying to take a shortcut when it's all traffic. Shit, I be feeling it too. Bit by bit, it be eating at you till you can't stand straight and you acting a fool. Wanna rampage but can't even handle the tool. You've been talking all this grease, now they laughing at you. Don't you see how you fucking up the youths? Career suicide when you lie about your life over time. You gonna sell yourself short in your prime.
What you do when the tide come back at you?
Yeah. Bit by bit, it be eating at you till you can't stand straight and you acting a fool. Wanna rampage but can't even handle the tool. Tell me how you feel when you all alone. When at home with the care that's really shown. When mum want that coke and that's just a joke. You wanna be strong but you don't really know. You reading fantasies, getting lost in that phone. Following trends, not standing on your own. You get nervous, so you acting like you grown. Letting man touch you, forget about abuse, forget about the truth. I know you hurting, but don't let that make you loose. Out in these streets, just asking to be used. This ain't the right path and you gotta fucking choose. Look Look at your sis, look what she been up to. Back in man brain and inviting 1-2. Now they running off a train and you feeling right, fool. Or maybe it's survival. Baby, don't be getting swept up in this tidal.
When the tide come back at you, what you do?
Yeah.
When the tide come back at you,
By bitches at you, so you can't stand straight and you acting a fool. Wanna rampage but can't even handle the tool. Why you wanna handle the tool?
reap what you sow, reap what you sow. When the lights go out, you won't be here.
Yeah. That one's called Tide. It's out on all DSPs. Go check that out. Against UC_BSE. This one's called Feeling Me. I hope you enjoy it. Are they really feeling me? Feeling me? Feeling me? Tell me what's good. I'm standing here as the man with the plan, cause I can run around any one of you fucks. Round here, it's goose, goose, duck. Duck, duck before you get spun up. Fam, please watch these bars as I run up. But it's getting too easy. I thought you needed me. Nah, it's getting too easy the way you cheat on me. You're supposed to believe in my dreams. What happened to loyalty, care, love of us? I know it was rough. I wasn't the best son, shining like a star. So please just follow me bar for bar, cause which part is more fun? The fuck up or the climb up? Either way you look at it, you be rising up. Looking in the mirror, I be crying up. How did I end up here with a caution by my name? I should have been in a different lane, behind a desk that will make me go insane. 5 days a week, 8 hours a day. Instead of being behind the mic, letting it go, letting it spray, letting it flow, letting out the pain. Now tell me which face, is it heads or tails? Just tell me, are you feeling me? How is it any different when you needed me? How is it any different when they needed me? How is it any different now you needing me? Yeah. Just tell me, are you feeling me? How is it any different when you needed me? How is it any different when they needed me? How is it any different now you needing me? How is it any different? All it is now, you can see my vision. But before I thought you were for my cause. Guess things change, guess we not keeping score. Don't let your stress lead us to war. Don't let me press if you're needing more. Cause you know I can't separate my mind from the lies that I told all my life. I ain't proud of that double life. 007, fam, you're double fucking right. There's trouble on the horizon. Keep running, bitch, cause you're frightened. I'm about to bust and it to tighten. Type my name in with the hyphen, bringing me down with your sirens. There's no need to check. Yo, fuck the number games, what you make is whack. How are you telling me what I make ain't rap? I'll rap you around any rap sound. Rapping bout, rapping bout. What am I chatting bout? Have I hit a drought? Shit. Am I rapping now? Just tell me, are you feeling me? How is it any different when you need me? You best be singing this shit, I hope. How is it any different when they need me? How is it any different when you need me? Just tell me, are you feeling me? How is it any different now you needing me? How is it any different when they needed me? How is it any different now you needing me? Now you needing me. Now all of you needed me. Yeah, that one's called Feeling Me. Video's out on YouTube right now. Go check it out.
One more round of applause for Yossi.
Thank you.
All right, just quickly, represent where you're from, represent where you're from. Where you from, Yossi?
I'm from London, Brixton.
Brixton, London, South London in the building?
Yeah, I'm originally from Lebanon.
Okay.
Big up Lebanese people.
Yes, big up the Lebanese.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you can find me on Instagram. UC_BSE. So that's YOUSSY_BSE.
What does the BSE stand for?
Black Shades Enterprise.
Okay, is that your label or just?
Nah, that's just the team. That's the crew.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
All
what
right.
it is.
One more question. Do you speak Lebanese?
Arabic.
Sorry.
Arabic.
Sorry. I get it right. All right, sorry.
It's calm. Not
Yeah.
everyone knows.
All right, so you speak Arabic?
Yeah, fluently.
Okay, all right. So make sure we might be able to hear some of that on your song.
Maybe.
Yeah?
We'll see, man. We'll see.
All right, one more time for Yossi, ladies and
Thank
gentlemen.
you very much. Before I go, I just want to say thank you to the platform. Thank you for having me.
Definitely.
Blessings to everyone, and be safe out there, man.
One more time for Yossi, ladies and gentlemen. Also want to big up our other two performers that was on earlier. Can I big up Tizi? And also Georg'Estelle. Big shouts going out to our panelists. Big up the Tileyard Impact family. And also big up the USM Media team. Now, I've got a little bit of time on my hands and you guys can do some networking. So let's do this. Once again, my name is DJLongers and let's go.
DJLongers, man.
You better ask somebody.
We'll be going on until 6 p.m. So I'm just mixing and blending all different types of music. Let's do this.
I said word to my ex, I might never fall in love again. Chasing nothing but the liquor in the cup again. I did a show, I'm leaving with 100 bands, and I ain't stutter, man. I got 2 birds, like stunner, man. Highlight it, it's 100 bands in the nightclub. They be like you done it, man. In the night chain, looking like that. Got the house party on tilted. I fuck that girl, and fuck my girl, I feel guilty. Gotta feel me, I don't feel that. I call a lot of women, baby, you my real babe. She got that ice cream, she supersizing, nigga. Swimming in it, feeling like a scuba diver, nigga. Say you got my point, this besides it, nigga. You can't even sit that ass beside a nigga. Whoa.
The L, the O, the N, the G, the E, the R, the S.
I said word to my ex, I might never fall in love again. Chasing nothing but the liquor in the cup again. I did a show, I'm leaving with 100 bands, and I ain't stutter, man. I got 2 birds, like stunner, man. Highlight blink, that's 100 bands. In the nightclub, they be like you done it, man. In the night chain, looking like that. Got the house party on tilted. Girl, I feel guilty, gotta feel me, I don't feel that. I call a lot of women, baby, you my real babe. She got that ice cream, she supersizing. Swimming in it, feeling like a scuba diver. Say you got my point, this besides it. You can't even sit beside it. I'm in your city, you're so hot. I've heard, I'm on some thought. My outfit is brazy, this mosh pit. And now you hating.
I see Running Man in there.
I do my own stunts, and I ain't passing. I smoke my own. You feel like mama ain't getting me.
I see some real old school moves going on right about now. Let's do this, come on.
Bad girl turn up. For me, bad girl turn up. Man up, bad man up, gun man.
The L, the O, the N, the G, the E, the R, the L, the O, the N, the G, the E, the R, the S, the L, the O, the N, the G, the E, the R, the S.
Bad girl turn up. For me, bad girl turn up.
Single for the night. You know I'ma live my best life. Feeling like God when I'm in that all white. Keep the vibes good, don't want blood on my knife. Yeah. 4 season on the Ritz. Cover up the camera, let me kill it on the lift. It might get sticky, so I gotta keep a stick. Got tick, how did my life get? I should know want no relationship. She just want her bumper hit. Versace sheets, so the sex stay rich. Chanel sheets, so the sex stay rich. Pure badness.
Bad girl turn up. For me, bad girl turn up. Man up, bad man up, gun man.
Let's make this all female link up.
Pretty boy, I like too much. Bad girl, I come too much. Man, bad girl turn up.
Miss La Vida Loca and Miss La Premier from Birmingham.
Cause snack, I'm the whole damn platter. Whipping in a pan, making dough, no batter. They hating on me, but them rats, they don't matter. When they see me in my live, oh, them all scatter. It's all chatter. But wanna watch what I do, man, all my haters come and all gather. I'm off, car stay on them, oh no, poor bladder. I mean, they hate to see a in magazines. Hating that their favourite rapper be a fan of me. They hating that them couldn't never hang with me. I ain't paying no attention to it, hasn't been. So move, get out my way. While them watching, I'm still getting paid. Send him to country and give him a wage. If that want a job too, I'm hiring today. No snack, I'm the whole damn platter. Just wanna hate, but them don't matter. No snack, I'm the whole damn meal. Got round me with the big boys still. No snack, I'm the whole damn platter. Just wanna hate, but them don't matter. No snack, I'm the whole damn meal. Got round me with the.
Life good, tell me what else for right. 511, what else for like?
My bro, doctor, what?
Man a hustler, so we're born rough. Big house and I be my park up. Don't carry news when you see me talk up. 13 if I in a something new. I we the girl them in a, them not in a you. Man a real bombastic. Money in a pie, money pan plastic. Girl them look fantastic. Make money, live life, that's it. Man a real bombastic. Money in a pie, money pan plastic. Girl them look fantastic. Make money, live life, that's it. Man a real bad man. 511, them a madman. She want the whole crew, she a bad one. I look her boyfriend, she abandoned. Air Force white, no crease. Girl every day, me say no peace. Big body girl, me say
once again, my name is DJLongers, giving the music right now.
Brown skin like Eva, sweet like Indomie. Should I get you for Insta? Acting like you don't know.
Shouts out to my juicy crew in there today.
You're so juicy. I take a picture like movie. You know I'm so choosy. But you're such a cutie. You're so juicy. I take a picture like movie. You know I'm so choosy. But you're such a cutie. Yeah. Sexy melanin. I'ma catch a felony for you. Hit my adrenaline. Let me sip this Hennessy. Come through. If you want it, I got it. Action, no talking, no starting, no falling.
Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, give me that juicy dance.
Brown skin like Eva, sweet like Indomie. Should I get you for Insta? But you acting like you don't know me. Just so dangerous, yeah. With the way you move, so contagious, yeah. But you acting like you don't know me. You're so juicy. Take a picture like movie. You know I'm so choosy. But you're such a cutie.
Give me all the pay for the stack though. I like that girl with the backbone. No my making big funds and I'm getting big ones. So hear the sound of the cash flow, the money goes. I don't know what to trust these days. Cause all these give me same speech, you ain't both, we ain't got the same beef. Hang with them, you better hate me. I swear the way I they live is crazy. I don't know to make my wife because Keisha likes me, plus Tisha likes me, but she's more like me. But she reminds me of a girl that I seen is your type. Could you please remind me? I'm so bipolar, should I bend over? Let me call the chauffeur. Come a long way, it was the floor was sofa. I just bought a new home, who's coming over? No, my mind ain't simple. I don't want a girl, but don't want.
Like I said, your time to network. We're having fun until 6 p.m.
Let me get the money, baby. That's what I'm into. Give me all the pay for the stack, though. I like that girl with the backbone. No man making big funds and I'm getting big ones. So hear the sound of the cash flow, the money goes.
That was actually supposed to be the acapella. This is live, so we're just doing what we're doing, you know? Having fun inside the studio. Big up Tileyard Impact.
Spend the night with you, just let me write and it keep dripping from my signature. I feel like your body inspired my intentions. You left the squad hanging, it's only time with us. You know I vibe different, cause you know my mind different. Her eyes saying my room, her body saying heaven on God.
Tell me what you want, I go repeat. Tell me what you need, I go deep. When I fall in love, I go deep. You could copy that like it's easy. You look like you need proper.
I'm gonna play something quite new that I'm feeling as well.
Be ready to touch when I reach it. I go to the job, I know we can. It's me more way.
I know you guys have caught the sample already. Let's do this. DJ Longs, give me some tunes. Let's go.
Fire starter got the party jumping. Everybody insane, living life on the edge. Burn like it's nothing. YOLO on my brain, my thoughts I can't tame. If you like fuck or something, tell the DJ will it up, cause they better to a flame. If your thoughts start, you better say my name. Biggie vibe flushing through your veins. Fire starter got the party jumping. Everybody insane, living life on the edge. Burn like it's nothing. YOLO on my brain, my thoughts I can't tame. If you like spark or something, tell the DJ will it up, cause they better to a flame. If your thoughts start, you better say my name. 55 rushing through your veins. Light up, light up, light up, light up. More drinks, please, drinks not enough. See where we come from, things take care of.
Shouts out going out to the posers.
Make our brother tough, it's a jungle. Like I'm Tarzan.
Getting those Instagram pics, I see them.
To the back, I got to stay humble. Don't take flight with no setbacks. And we make our payments in cash. I want to look at my dash and see the merge. Ring to the garage, that's just turn up a bird. Exchange like a foreign swap and bizarre. Switch lanes and new clothes, now what we serve. I want to look at my dash and see the merge. Ring to the garage, that's just turn up a bird. Exchange like a foreign swap and bizarre. Switch lanes.
49 sitting, 99 standing on my garden. I get money before moving from my heel. I want to live. I got to get the dollar. Plenty, plenty moolah. Monkey no desk. Ikisu monkey. Double fion. I like you. Mufarabasa. She Mufarabuka.
Charge my energy, I don't get time for no enemy. Nothing with person never see, nothing with person never see. Forget it, I say fashi. Money soon expected. Take our body and jump. I take her to the person. Jelly, jelly. I'm in the answer, yes sir. Then I'm in the answer, yes sir. Respect is reciprocal, even though I know say I special. Anybody, when no one to search it. Anybody, when no the carry body. I can't something, I can't something. Go back to belly, I can't something. You want your bed, you never function, because myself I never know. I look you. I shall no say the time go come, I no say the time go come. When you look good, fit the line, life not up by gun. Whether you like or not, to buy it, tell me if it's silly, go boss. So yeah, keep me jack up. Anybody, when no one to search it. Anybody, when not the carry body. I can't something, I can't something. Go back to belly, I can't something.
Once again, if you don't know, my name is DJLongers, and I should have been telling you this from earlier. My social media is at DJLongers. That's LONGERS. DJLongers in the building.
So rock with the eyes, live life, never worry about the price. Fake fires, I can see it in your eyes. Yeah, she just wanna get told off.
Yeah, girl, she so hold me not lie. Never let another man try. Pull up on my girl, it's that time. Yeah, she just wanna get the love.
We ain't even got to the yard yet. With an African girl that you can't get. My old ting, saw me lips in my new ting. Luckily I got a calm ex. Calm one. All her friends think I'm nice and sweet. Sweet. Is it bad if I and leave? Her ex-man fell off, she made man gel off and said it's better than rice and peas. No way. So rock no chase. Your bum can't fit in them jeans, there's no space. I tell her come climb on up and go ape. Them girls say they're happy for you, they're so fake. Now I'm pulling on bundles. She don't take money from uncles. Never. Sauvage on my neck says she liking the smell. Can't do it like us, man. I lie to my tell.
Behave.
So rock with her eyes. Live life, never worry about the price. Fake fires, I can see it in your eyes. Yeah, she just wanna get told off.
Yeah, y'all still hold me that lie. Never let another man try.
Ain't gonna lie, one of my favorite tunes of 2019.
She just wanna get the love.
She want love from the ghetto. And a with Prosecco. Christy and LeBoot on the stiletto. No boys, but you didn't get the memo. Yeah, no stress. More life, more shit. We level up. Like what's next? And we don't ever run back to the ex. No, buy a few drinks, then tell them it's on me. If they don't believe, then tell them they gon' see. I send your girlfriend aubergine emoji. She send me back eyes, man, she's so naughty. Boys get their emoji knives. Buff gal get their emoji eyes. Wanna put something in your over eyes. My whole team winning, man, you know the vibes. Killer.
So rock with her eyes. Live life, never worry about the price. Fake fires, I can see it in your eyes. Yeah, she just wanna get told off.
Are you ready? Are you ready? I hope you're ready.
Let's take it old school.
Are you ready? 'Cause I am. Said I'm ready to party. Yeah. Yeah. Grab your coat. Get your keys. 'Cause whatever you're drinking, it's on me. It's on me. Stay here if you want to. Say what you want to. But I got a party.
Like I said to you before, it's the networking part, it's a networking session.
Came here to get you.
And we got about 6 minutes left.
To grab me a partner and cut a rug up tonight. I found a place where we could boogie. Boogie tonight. I found a place where we could
Let me tell you what I wanna do. Let me show you that I feel you. Wanna freak, wanna ride with you. Wanna taste when I put my lips all over you. Can't get enough of you. Always thinking of you. So sweet, I can't forget. So good, girl, you make me sweat. Girl, I'm talking about oh, that's right. Know what I mean? She's a great.
Work it. I put my thing down, flip it and reverse it. It's your primitive, it's why I need it's your.
Do you know what's weird about this one? A lot of people forgot the remix.
Let me search it to find out how hard I gotta work. Yeah, it's your primitive, it's why I need
Let's welcome in 50 Cent.
Come on.
Yeah, the missy, she too much for me. Took me to the crib, man, she told me. Now my baby mama told her hair not to beat me. Her bro tag wanna fight, missing how to treat me. She sitting on cash, she got money out there. Giving them back shots and got money out there. Now you can see me in the coupe like, whoa. Next time I hit her, that G5 truck. I got the magic stick, I can go 5 hours. From the bed to the floor, to the sink, to the shower. With it back to the bed and her legs to the sky. I can go hard, know why? Big girls don't cry. I had visions of Missy with her money by the tub.
Jackpot.
I think I'm in love. I'm looking for Missy now so I can get my back, bro. Is this shit hollered in my ear before we left the club?
I like to get to know ya so I can show ya. Know ya like I told ya. Give me your number so I can blow ya. Your girl ain't the same thing, call me your rock. Not on the bed, baby, on the sofa. We gon' get it. Downtown and eat it like a road shop. My hips on top. My butt and my lips on top. Pounds in my waist so tight. It's the kind of beat that goes by top.
Out to my virtual audience, let me see you shake it for me, please.
EBE come through when the minds are bright. Own it big like I live in the Taj Mahal. Talk it, I don't get in the blase glide.
That's why they loving her. That's real, been the chick that they talk about. Damn is the words that come out their mouth. She look good always, without a doubt. Ask for it, she back and caking out. Come on. They be watching while we wiggle around. Look at them drooling. They ain't used to the sound. I keep them moving. All my ladies, put your hands in the air. It's all right now. We gon' keep you up on your feet the whole night now. Pop them bottles, yeah, drink that up, man. Got you feeling crazy? Well, that was the plan.
Let's show how we do it at AAA.
This is how we do it.
Let's show you how we do it at AAA, at Tileyard Impact, at USM Media Group. We've got approximately 2 minutes left, so I'm just mixing and blending, as you can see already.
This is how we do it. It's Friday night, and I feel alright. The party's here on the west side, so I reach for my 40 and I turn it up. Designated driver, take the keys to my truck.
The L, the O, the N, the G, the E, the R, the S.
Honey's in the streets, say money, oh, we made it. It feels so good in my hood tonight. The summertime skirts and the guys ain't canine.
Shout out to my girls who look after themselves.
Looking for your friend, the one you let hit it and never called you again. Remember when he told you he was about to Benjamins? You act like you ain't him, they give him a little trim to begin. Now you think you really gon' pretend like you wasn't down and you called him again. Plus when you give it up so easy, you ain't even fooling him. If you did it then you probably can. Talking out your neck saying you're a Christian, a Muslim, sleeping with the gin. Now that was the sin that did Jezebel in. Who you gon' tell when the repercussions spin? Showing off your ass cause you thinking it's a trend, girlfriend. Let me break it down for you again. You know I only say it cause I'm truly genuine. Don't be a hard rock when you really are a gem, baby girl. Respect is just the minimum. You still defending them now. Lauren is only human. Don't think I haven't been through the same predicament. Let it sit inside your head like a million women in Philly pen. It's silly when girls sell their souls because it's sin. Look at where you be in. Hair weaves like Europeans. Fake nails done by Koreans. Come again. A win-win, come again.
I'm gonna play one more, get out of it, another classic. 1, 2, 3, let's go. Ending on some good memories. Hey!
The L, the O, the N, the G, the E, the R, the S.
Come inside, take off your coat, I'll make you feel at home. Now let's pour a glass of wine, cause now we're all alone. I've been waiting all night, so just let me hold
All right, I was told I have to play one more. So I'm going to play one more before we get out of here. Remember, we are supporting Black Lives Matter. We're supporting all lives, but remember, we're also supporting Black Lives Matter. And this is about everybody standing together, unified as one to make sure police brutality or brutality of any sort does not happen anymore. So let's do this. Like I said, we're standing together. All together, standing hard. We're solid. We're gonna win this. You know this.
They can't keep a good man down. Always keep a smile when they want me to frown.
We've got to get through this, man. Let's go.
They can't keep a good man down. Always keep a smile when they want me to frown. Keep the vibes and I stood my ground. They will never ever take my crown. Oh, damn this, I say no man curse. Things getting better when they thought it would be worse. Here comes the officers asking for a search. They found no weapon, just only a glove. They just can't stop me. I never stay. Even when they set their traps, they just can't stop me. I never stay. People who say this and that, they just can't stop me. I never stay. Even when they set up roadblocks, they just can't stop me. I never stay. So I'm outside of the club, and you think I'm a pawn. Yeah. Let's go. I go.
This has been AAA Access All Areas live and direct from Tileyard Studios. Our next one is on the 4th of July. I'm sure that's American holiday. I can't remember which one. But our next one is on the 4th of July. So make sure you get your tickets early and we'll be seeing you real soon. Okay, we ain't finished yet. We ain't done. We ain't finished yet. Okay, so while we ain't finished yet, let's see what else we can play. Should we play some old school? Should we play some new school? Let's play some. All right. We're gonna play one more song. Let's look. What we're gonna say. Yeah. What? No. We just played that one. You know what I mean? Let's play. I played it twice as well. You know what I mean? So you don't want to play it again. You played it twice already. Got the reload on it. All right, Busta Rhymes, you know. Let's play the remix, yeah. R.I.P. B.I.G. R.I.P. Notorious B.I.G. In my opinion, the greatest of all time.
Remix, right?
Is mad, I get more butt than ashtrays. Fuck a fair one, I get mine the fast way. Ski mask way, nigga ransom notes. Far from handsome, but damn a nigga tote. More guns than roses, foes is shaking in their boots. A visible bully, like the gooch, disappear, vamoose. You whack to me, take them rhymes back to
the factory. I see
the gimmicks, the whack lyrics, the shit is depressing, pathetic.
Please forget it.
You're mad cause my style you're admiring.
Don't be mad.
And UPS is hiring.
You should have been a cop. Whoa.
HipHop with that freestyle, you're bound to get shot. Woo! Not from Houston, but I rap a lot. Pack the gat a lot. The flame's about to drop.
Once again, the next event is on the 4th of July. It's on Saturday, 4th of July. Please make sure you get your tickets nice and early, and we're out of here.